So, do you wish to do the recap?
Yes. So when we finished, we were all gathered around in the camp throwing things on the cart. There was one body that we'd found in one of the sleeping bags, and we just stopped when we'd heard something. Because I believe Henry had to go to bed.
There was bodies in the cart.
No, there were bodies around the campfire.
Yes.
We'd come from Captain's table. I watched the recap. I watched the full episode.
Just so silly. Okay. Yeah. To be fair, though, it's not like anybody could forget last session. It was pretty legit. Getting across that cavern was rough, actually. Gotta say.
I want a bonus XP for watching
For watching
a
somebody
full
else.
episode of a game that I'm not even in.
Why am I not able to see this when I join as a player? That is really disconcerting.
Maybe because you need a token to have vision from.
I have vision from all your. I can see from all your tokens when I
As a
join
player?
as a player. Yep.
Oh.
'Cause when I join as a player, I can see from all your tokens. So
Oh.
why can I not see from now? God.
Because the tokens are illusion, nothing is real. Except for property ownership.
Shut up. That is a granted power. So...
Kicks in at first level.
Yes! God damn it. Kicks in society level. That's fine.
It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah. So basically, we got past the plant thing after, a bit of haggling with it and some smearing some, smelling stuff on us, which somebody didn't want to do, and that cost them a little bit of damage. But we still made it past. And then...
It's called science.
Yeah. And then we ran into these goblins in a large cavern. There was some kind of monster behind a portcullis of some kind, or bars, and we had to get across a little bridge, which we did. We were under attack by goblins the whole way. We killed 3 of them downstairs, I believe. Somebody played with an explosive that they had after one of them suicided bombed. So one of the previous ones we'd killed, we tried to get that off them, but it failed, so we threw it away and blew up a campfire. And then there was some shenanigans on a ladder, and then up top, bit of a half fight with some people. We all got very injured in the end. We found these survivors
you clearly see on the map. I think Sean's the most uninjured out of all of us, which which makes sense because why heal anyone else?
Yeah, and I mean, we're out of heals, we're out of everything. We're basically completely tapped. Den forgot to buy a helmet, which was hilarious when he realized that he could die from the next hit. And we promised to repair the dwarf's amulet. Also, I left a pile of food for Ratmen as a thank you to them near the cage where they showed us where Ceridwen was. Look, I want Ratmen. Then this is how we get Ratmen, I hope. Yes, exactly. Raki! Sack rats, man. We need sack rats. And we're going to repair this guy's holy amulet in the morning and hopefully get some healing, and we rest it up top.
Oh, well, he looks good news.
Yeah, he seems pleasant.
So he is the mage. The magic user that Draven said had his tongue cut out.
Ooh.
Well, it's silly way to summon.
Did we have a look at that?
No, they are still in the cage.
Yeah, we haven't gone further than this.
Didn't we? Did we try to unlock it, or did we fail?
We didn't try yet.
We unlocked it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you did.
We basically unlocked it and decided to stay here and rest up for now because we're in no shape to do anything at the moment, and this is a good defensive position.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
And maybe if we can give him an amulet back, he might also be able to contribute some heals. Who knows? We'll find out in the morning, I guess. Yeah, and maybe we'll fight that beast that's downstairs as well. We also picked up all the crossbows and brought them upstairs with us.
Which beast? The one in the cage?
Yes. The one behind the bars. There are also some doorways that we didn't explore to the sides. Well, to one
that
side.
big door
there
to
was
the left, yeah.
Yeah, like some kind of stone, awesome door of doom.
To the east. Yeah, I don't know what.
Yes, to the east, indeed, in the cabin that I was talking about earlier. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good summary. Let's get to it. Let's get cracking.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so Urias, the mage who had his tongue cut out, is, for the most part, just sullen, morose, sits there, doesn't say anything. He seems to be almost in a semi-comatose state. There was lots of, as I said, dried blood around his mouth, splattered down around his shirt. Draven had tried to help him because someone gave water to Draven. Draven took some drinks, moistened his lips, and tried to help Urias, who pushed him away. The rest of you can do what you want. There is, I think someone was talking about pulling the ladder up as well.
Yep.
Yeah, before we go to sleep.
Sure. You can manage to do so, and you can.
We'll still put a watch on, obviously, but that at least makes it a little bit harder for anything to go up here.
So if we've unlocked the cage, can Sean actually check the mage over? Because a tongue wound, I mean, it's going to heal faster, but you still got to make sure that it's, not like horrible.
Something.
Yeah, maybe, check him over, have a look at this tongue, make sure it's, I don't know, properly cauterized.
Yep, that's fine. Sean can have a look. It's a fairly haggard-looking sever of the tongue. It doesn't look like it is particularly nice. Very gruesome. Has been almost seems to have been ripped half out. It is still bleeding every now and then. Like there's seeping. It looks like it was done maybe a couple days ago. He is in a bad way.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Well, hopefully some healing will help him in the morning.
Yep.
Alright.
What's this? No, you cannot. So, well, you may be able to, but this is possibly beyond the spells that Sean has available, even in the morning. You can rest.
That is 1/10 of our hit points back, I believe.
Rounded up, yes.
Woo!
Oh yes, 1 hit point.
Yes.
Yay!
Wait, isn't it your total hit points?
Yeah, that's right. Your maximum hit points. So Lenza gets 2 hit points back. Jaquan gets 2 hit points
that's right.
back.
I leveled up. Yep. Okay, and that's
Ooh,
fine.
I get 3!
Yeah.
And Draven is a bit more active. He does seem to be weak, but nowhere near as bad as Urias.
Okay, so we are supposed to have all the other character sheets on us accessible now.
You should be able to see the character
Bio.
the bio, but you shouldn't be able to see the character sheet. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. Cool. I should probably finally write up a bio for Lenza.
I really like Hypatia's bio.
Yeah, she's a bit of a nutbag, but hey.
Have you read it recently, man? It's worth refreshing. So you remember what I had your character?
Oh dear.
You have not gone in and looked at that since.
Since you were last controlling, perhaps.
I wish we have had this when I had Mark. He had a great backstory.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
Minerva's is fine.
Mark's is a good backstory.
All right.
So, morning will dawn. Well, you believe morning dawns. Sometime dawns. Sometime passes.
Okay, as long as I'm able to memorize spells again, I guess that's how we know a day has passed.
That's right, you've got 2 spells, don't you?
No, I don't.
Then why did you say memorize spells?
Because I'm controlling Sean at the moment as well, and he has lots of them.
Fair, nice
Obviously.
save.
Speaking of that, who's got Caradron for now?
I have Kerrigan, because
Okay, cool.
Craig will be here shortly.
Cool.
You say that.
I do say that. I did say that. They were words that came out of my mouth.
Oh,
Wait till we deep fake that.
he writes down how he memorizes stuff weirdly.
That's right, institute a new system.
But what does it mean?
Don't know. You can work it out. So,
Yep.
in the morning, were you going to attempt to cast Mending on the holy symbol that Sean was carrying that Draven claimed was his?
Yes, that is indeed my plan, to try and mend his holy symbol. It's a small... It's not very big, is it?
No,
It's only... Yeah,
it's a
perfect.
pendant.
Yeah, that's just a little metal pendant.
Yep.
Metal? Yeah,
Yes.
perfect. Yes, I cast mending on that. The power. The pure arcane power.
Look out, world.
That's right, I can mend small metal objects. Fear me.
Alright. It will take but a few moments, and you can repair the damage that has been done to it.
Excellent. I believe this was your amulet.
And Draven will grab hold of it and thank you very much. And he'll put it around his neck and he'll pat it. Ah, that feels so much better.
Okay. Cool.
Now, are you in a position to be able to access divine powers? Your gods, Draven?
It will take some time, but hopefully.
Is there anything we can do to help you with that? Obviously, this is a dangerous place, and we all need to be at best we can be. Here, have some more dried meat and water.
Thank you very much. And he will have a little bit to eat, a bit more to drink. Still, if you pass or offer food to Urias, he is not interested and still seems to be in a semi-comatose state at best. His eyes loll into the back of his head. He seems very listless.
I was giving a full trail ration
That's
to
fine. Yep, Draven will
Draven.
consume it, and
But he doesn't have to eat it all in one go.
no, he will. He will consume it fairly quickly.
Dwarves.
He's also a reasonable-sized dwarf in girth.
Ah.
And you think that he may have been even more so at one stage.
He's telling me he's a stout fellow?
He is stout, indeed. And he will devour that, he will drink, but then he will pass the water to Urias. When he doesn't want it, he'll put it on the ground next to him. And then Draven will close his eyes and start to, mutter to himself as though he is convening with the divine powers to try to gain power in the way that you have seen the other clerics do so, including Sean.
Do I have any reasonably clean
Reasonably clean
rags?
Do you?
That's what I'm asking. I don't have it specifically listed, but wondering if that's something I might have on me.
You can probably have something like that on you.
I would like to grab a bit of the water, tip it on the end of one of the cloths, and mime sucking it, and pass that to Uriah.
So yeah, he doesn't really pay you much heed. In fact, you probably think that, and Sean especially with his training, that Urias is probably only a day or two away from death.
Oh. Okay, that's bad.
I'm going to, when I find that out, put my hands on Uriah's shoulder. I had a friend who went through what you did once. He died. It did not work out well for him. I advise against it.
Solid plan.
What are you guys doing?
Well, Sean's going to start healing people. I was going to start with you, but I'm now very tempted to just heal the mage instead. Trying to think of what Sean would actually do. Would he just heal party members? I only have 4 heals, or Sean only has 4 heals. So actually, he'll bring that to you. The blessing of we have just quick powwow, guys. Quick powwow. I have the powers. You know, my god has, or the gods have blessed me with powers, but I only have enough to heal 4 of us. I was thinking probably the fighters, which will leave us with, 1 or 2 heals, depending if we bother healing Minerva. Then we can either heal Lenza, or, because Caradwin's not here, and also Caradwin's a weird, rust monster, so...
Who knows what healing spells would have effect when having a...
Is Caradwin a rust monster, or is Caradwin a normal rust monster?
I mean...
It's a weird...
Yeah, abnormal presentation, I think. Or we can heal this this mage, who's definitely not a necromancer and going to do bad stuff to us.
I think I've worked out why I can't see your things.
Way to break immersion, Grail.
Yes.
I'm testing something. Keep going.
So, what do you guys think? Come on.
That I should probably not be allowed to talk. I think definitely try and heal Uriah here. As I said, my friend Mark once died, and it did not work out well for him.
Yes, and there was...
Do you think Uriah should be to help him, though?
I think I can probably keep him alive for more than 1 day. It may not heal. What do I think that does Sean believe that, I'm pretty sure he believes that his divine healing will keep him alive for longer. It should extend his life, right? He's hung.
So Urias has both physical damage, which the spells will heal and repair, but he also is suffering severe dehydration and malnourishment. So looks like he hasn't eaten or drunk anything for some time, and that is part of the problem that he has. So Sean's spells will definitely heal the physical damage and injuries, but unless you can manage to get him to consume some water and food, that will be difficult. And when I say it will repair the damage, it will not regrow his tongue. It will just, make the wound no longer bleed, but he will...
But do we know of clerics in this world that are strong enough to heal, to repair a tongue?
You do not. Sean probably thinks that there is at least some in Summerton that can. He has trained before, and he knows that there are some pretty powerful... He believes there are some pretty powerful. He hasn't necessarily seen evidence such...
That'd be super expensive.
It would possibly be super expensive.
If that's the case, then I think Sean will speak to Urias and try to convince him that if he starts drinking some water and eating some food, we can get into Summerton, where, they may be able to do something about his tongue. and then maybe you can get some,
Professional
I
help.
don't know, whatever he wants out of life, talk about the divinity of living, something like that. I don't know. Wait, what does Sean worship anyway? It doesn't have here. Is he sufferance or is he defiance? What is he?
I think he was... Did he not write it down?
That means he's a cultist.
I thought
Obviously.
he wrote it down. Let me check. I think
He's
he
good.
was... Yes, I think he was the Order of the Heart, I think.
Heart.
Yes, Order of the Heart in his bio.
Bio. Okay. I was looking for it on a character sheet. Okay. Well, then I think he would talk about. Yeah, he could even dedicate his life to helping others as well. He'd be a perfect example of somebody coming back from the brink, if he was, and that would be a truly worthy existence. He could even join the order.
If they magically restore his tongue, he would be able to spread the word in a way he was.
Exactly. Join us. Be one of us, brother. So try to convince him to eat some food, drink some water, and if he does that, then the blessing of the divine will be upon him.
All right. So the words seem to have an effect. Not a great effect because he is very listless, but it has a little bit of effect. He will pick up the water and he will try to drink it, but he will start coughing and spluttering, and he'll spit it back out, and it'll be bloody and mucusy, and his eyes will roll back in his head, and he'll shudder. He's in considerable pain. You'll notice it will rack his body, and he will drop the water bottle, and it will start to spill onto the ground.
All right, pick that back up.
Hasten to grab that.
Well, I do have a solution to someone who won't eat things but wants to eat things. There are more than one ways to imbibe liquid. I'm just saying, damn rag.
I worried you were going somewhere with Abu Ghraib consequence invoking.
Or something more surgical.
I mean, we don't have a drip. I can't really set up a drip for him, but I can certainly wet a rag and deposit it.
Has he been healed yet? Maybe we should try healing him first.
Okay. I'll try healing.
The question was, do we want to quote unquote waste a heal spell?
Well, I want to use a heal
I
on
still
him.
think we should try, regardless of anything else.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll heal him. See if that can allow him to drink the water.
Sure.
So here's the heal. 2. So late.
That'll be enough.
Sure.
He'll try drinking the water again, and he will obviously still be in a little bit of pain, but he will manage to swallow some of it.
Excellent. We have succeeded.
Sweet. And hopefully
Make him like a
will be able to...
weak broth that he can slowly sip down.
Cool. So you got 3 more heals then?
Yep. So I figure we'll obviously heal Dan.
Hypatia and Kruber.
Yeah, well, we'll start with Kruber, because Kruber doesn't have a helmet.
I was going to say, does that make him worthwhile?
Yes. 4.
Nice.
And then I'll heal, or Sean will heal Hypatia.
Yep.
For 3. And I'm kind of tempted just to heal Den again. I assume 7 doesn't take you over your maximum. Actually, I should probably do
1.
Hypatia again.
I'm on half. That's pretty good.
So not
Yeah.
No, Minerva's going to avoid combat. I'm not a frontline fighter, so
you've done a very good job. You've done a very good job of
frontlining.
Not frontlining for the past forever.
I know, but I don't have a spell this time, so I will be unbuffed. The only reason I could was because I had arcane protection. I won't have that, so if I get into combat now, I'll probably just die. So
I'd probably maybe just save the last one.
Save 1 heal.
Mm.
Just in case someone dies.
Yep.
Because that's the only really reliable way of getting someone off 0 hit
Yeah,
points.
and if we're lucky, we may not encounter much opposition on the way out. If we're lucky, so
Okay.
we may not want to take that beast or we just be a joke and shoot it with crossbows. One of the two.
Okay.
My way's not very sportsmanlike.
Is there like a bucket up here?
That isn't full of human fecal matter.
No.
Yeah.
But
Nope. Okay.
But now that you comment on the sanitary requirements, you notice that there are no sanitary.
Yep.
And
Cool.
it's pretty smelly, and their clothes seem to be a little bit rank and matted, and they, especially Urias, it looks like he has relieved himself at least once or twice within his gear without taking it off, but that's probably because for some time he was probably unable to move.
Okay, fair enough. Alright guys, let's try to get you back to town. Shall we have a look over this ledge and see if we're still in an okay position?
Sure, let's check it out.
Okay.
You can, and it does look like that there is nothing down there.
Alright, let's lower this ladder and get down.
Cool.
Alright, let's do it.
I will be helping.
Alright, let me just...
And if I have to leave the Eye of Lamia behind, and that's what it takes.
Eve, who turned up the lights?
Can you
I
not
can
see?
still see.
That's right, you don't have light source on, do you?
Oh, at the moment.
So who has light sources? Because I'll need to give people light sources if you have them.
We put a torch.
Sean has a lantern.
I'll light a torch.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd rather not carry a torch if I'm helping Uriah.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
fair. Is the other prisoner able to move himself?
Yep.
Now freed person?
So you
Cool.
should be
I'll
able to
give
see
him
now.
the torch.
Hypatia should be able to see now.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, looks all clear down here.
Okay, so
When
I
you-
will move to
when
here
you-
and
When you are all starting to try and move as well, and you are helping Urias, Jaquan, he will tap on your shoulder and he'll point at Keridwen for a moment.
do you want her to help you?
He will shake his head, but he still seems to be half out of it. But you'll point at her again, and his eyes seem to be a little bit, wide when he's pointing in her direction.
Yeah, look, sorry, we haven't out those without the mask earlier either. She's horrifying, but I can assure you she's a lot less black-hearted than her facial scars would.
Probably.
Okay. Thank you, Urias.
Is
That is-
trying.
Certainly something we'll keep in mind.
Wait, Urias, is she the one who locked you up in here?
He'll shake his head.
Good to check.
Mind you, I'd shake my head too if I was asked that about the person who locked me up in here. And I'm going to hold my fingers in front of my eyes, the pointer and middle, and then direct them towards Keridwen, and then back to me. My eyes are on you. I was going to stand at the top and lower Uriah down to Hypatia,
Okay.
and then
Sounds good.
go down. That seems the safest way to do that.
Alright, you chuck Urias down. He mimics the mannequins from the goodies.
Nice. We shall call this the Epiphany.
He ragdolls down, then there's a quite obvious scene cut. And he jumps back up and No, that's fine. You can lower him down. He is very unsteady, and thankfully the two of you are quite muscle-bound.
It's like there was a reason I picked her.
Alright, off you go, Kruber.
Manic. I can't get down.
No, I have to move you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can move everybody down if it makes it easy.
Yes, please. Alright, we've lost the dwarf.
I haven't lost him.
Yeah. Actually, we might ask Draven if he can hold my torch, because I'll probably
He
it might
will.
be easier for me to either be in front or help
fine.
Urias.
That's fine, but Nova is currently standing on him.
Oh, whoops. Oh, right, he's hidden by the thing.
I will give him a light source.
Excellent. Alright. I'm actually going to sneak, or Minerva is going to sneak.
Alright.
Okay. One thing we might want to consider. Are we? I'm assuming we're assuming that Nogum is dead, and our priority is to try and get Urias back to the settlement so he can receive better medical attention.
Yes, our plan is to escape. That's what we're trying to do.
Okay, so we'll just go back for Nogum's corpse later.
I don't think we're finding that.
Nodgrim said he's alive, see? Couple
Yeah.
comments up.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. You wrote it.
Well, we could theoretically bring him back if he's, if it's a if we don't run into a trouble, which is...
Who knows? Maybe when we get back to town, it'll say, the deal's on. Bring me the Eye of Thingamajig and I'll trade it for the dwarf. And then we'll do that. But let's get back to town and find that note.
True. We know that Urias is definitely alive as Nogrim. Not so much.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's fine.
On behalf of Brian, I at least had a...
On behalf of Brian, you what, sorry?
I at least had a working tongue.
Oh.
You don't think Nodgrim would have said that? Fair.
Yeah.
Alright, we can just head back to town if that's what you want. You will not be inconvenienced on the way back.
Escape.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, honestly.
Yep.
I'm not too fussed about doing anything else here for now.
That's fine. Let me grab this and shift to there.
Yeah.
When you say back to town, I'm assuming we're...
You're assuming what, sorry? You broke up.
that we're talking about Crowcar, not Sumberton.
I think that's a reasonable assumption.
I just...
He won't make it to Summerton.
Not my issue. We're wanted men in Sumberton. I have the
there
death
is that.
sentence in 12 Sumberton.
Did we try to get the explosive packs off any of the other goblins? We didn't, did we? That's fine.
Nah.
That's cool, that's cool. Disappointing, but cool. I
Well,
brought 3 of the crossbows, that's what matters.
Yeah, I'll drive back.
Can you actually carry anything more?
Actually, no, who am I kidding? No, not really.
Okay.
You weren't kidding anyone to begin with. We all know you were going to say yes, retroactively looting.
Because that way Sean can take the last one.
Right up until the point that Grail says no.
That's fine. You can slowly but steadily and surely get exposed.
Draw our plans against them?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, excellent.
Do I get XP for that?
You
Anyway,
certainly do.
you can slowly and surely get crossbows, get gear, head on out, head on up, head on out, get to the donkey, and load the donkey up.
Sweet. Let's get back to town.
Yep.
Alright, it will take you get out probably about just close to midday. By the time you get all the gear, you get Urias, you get Draven, who is none too steady on his feet, even though he is in a better situation than Urias. And he will actually cast a spell upon Jaquan.
No.
Inflict serious wounds. I mean, did I say inflict?
I mean,
They're the same spell. He just uses the reverse of it.
Whoops, wrong one!
He will heal you for 5 points of damage.
Nice.
Yay.
And then he will be quite ecstatic as well. It's like, thankfully it still works.
Well, it's good to know that you still have the favour of the gods.
Yeah, hold faith, brother. Hold faith. That's from Sean, obviously. Minerva's like, weird mumbo jumbo.
Sure. You'll be able to head from the mines back to Krokar and get there as night is falling. The wind is pretty cool. There is, it seems to be, a chill wind blowing from the south, reasonably firm.
Cool.
Sorry, was that 4 points or 5 points?
5.
5. So I am on 4.
Nice. Alright, once we get back to Krokar, let's see if we can sell these crossbows, I guess. And
Well, let's see if we can get Urias to a healer.
find some... Yeah, you worry about that. And also, like, get this dwarf some ale.
Well,
Because I'm sure he's been missing it.
Where he's from in the town. Does he have any family, friends, or colleagues he wants
Or
to...
clan.
Does he know how we could deliver this letter?
Also that.
He has a look at it. Give me my book. That bears the mark of the Rawdan clan. Fairly well known, prosperous. It signifies that it is a letter of credit.
Cool.
So they have probably given it to someone for services rendered.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I suppose it'd be addressed to someone in particular.
No, there is no indication on it. Why?
I hope that doesn't mean they were paying the ogre.
You got it from the ogre. That
No,
Garard.
we didn't. We found it in a... Didn't we find it in a chest?
Yes.
Which was locked. So...
He could have taken it off someone, though.
Indeed. And
I was kind of hoping this dwarf here was like, that's my letter, but... that is not the case.
No, it is not the case.
worth asking.
How much is the letter of credit?
It would only say if you broke the seal, I would assume. It just bears the markings of a letter of credit, not the value to which it is worth.
Interesting. Well, maybe they were tricked as well.
Indeed. If nothing else, we might find out. Yeah.
But I don't particularly want to go talk to them with this letter of credit, because they might just make us want to disappear. What do people think?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Rawdan clan, whilst prosperous, are quite well respected.
How quite is quite?
I would not believe that they would truck with an ogre willingly.
Okay.
If that is your concern.
That's good endorsement. Okay.
I mean, I would point out that we didn't find it in that sleeping area, because if we found it in that sleeping area, I'd be more inclined to believe that would be from the ogres. It could just be from a letter of credit for someone who, for a previous unfortunate inhabitant or proprietor of that mine.
Okay, fair enough. Fine. Do you think you could get us in to see them?
Possibly. There were a number of others that we were with. There was myself and Urias. I believe are the only 2 survivors. Yeah, I just got myself a paper cut. Wonderful.
What were you guys looking for?
What was that, sorry, Hypatia?
What were you? What was your party in these mines doing? What were you doing in these mines? Out of curiosity.
Gerard had hired us to enter the mines and assist him, but shortly afterwards we were set upon by many undead and goblins, curse those Udar goblins, and other creatures. I did not know that Gerard was involved.
Okay.
There were 6 of us all told.
Okay. Did you see the other 4 die, or do you just think they're dead because they stopped being in the same room as you?
I saw them all fall. Whether they died or not, I don't know. We were
have killed a
overwhelmed.
lot of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean-
they didn't seem particularly fresh ones, though.
I mean, I guess that's true. It doesn't take long for a corpse to dispose. Start. Especially if they're moving around. I mean, I guess these aren't out in the sunlight, so yeah, whatever. Who knows?
I'll have to find them and their kin and tell them.
That sounds like a terrible job, and I'm glad it's not me.
Yep.
What he said.
All right. Well, I hope you can recover from this, and I hope you know that we're some friendly people. So keep us in mind if you need help in the future. Here's our business card.
We have a card?
No, we definitely don't.
It's a metaphorical one.
Yeah, just telling him to keep us in mind.
That's right.
Now we should probably have a name, but whatever.
What, we're not the disciples of Jenkins?
Mind the fucking tail. Yeah. Oh, and also, does he know somewhere where we could sell these crossbows? Or does he know? How about? Sorry, that was kind of loud. Does he know of a powerful priest in town who might be able to help you rise? What did you say?
Yes, I will take him with me.
Okay.
There are 3 other dwarves that fell and a human. I don't know the human's next of kin, but I will have to find the Stormbeard, Magnus's kin, Borri and Arid's.
Great.
Alright.
Alright, that triggers some of your memories.
Mm-hmm.
Not Minerva,
No.
not Sean, but Shaquan, Caradwin, Hypatia, and Lenza know the name Magnus Stormbeard.
Oh, yes. Yes. Magnus was a previous party member of ours. He had business here.
You knew Magnus?
Briefly.
Remind me.
We traveled with, I believe, some of us, or one of us, or some of us traveled with him to the valley, and we briefly adventured together before we had to head elsewhere to attend a family business or plant business, perhaps.
The Stormbeard kin here are not numerous, but there are a few of them. They run a reputable business underground in the Dwarven area. He was here to help out.
Oh, okay. Ah, there we go.
Hey Craig, he came here maybe 2 months or so ago. He did mention that he was adventuring at one stage with some others. I did not realise it was you. That's
A happy coincidence.
except that Magnus, I believe, died in the mines.
Yeah. That is tragic.
Yes.
That means we lost 2 dwarven friends in the mines.
I mean, you'd think really that dwarves would be better.
Why would you think that?
Like, they go into mines a lot.
They do?
Which means they're more likely to die because there's a high proportion of them in the mines?
Ah, yeah,
Snap.
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will go and tell their kin, and the... I believe if you went and saw the Rodan clan, that, as I mentioned, I would not believe that they would be in league with the ogre, at least willingly. So, even if they were, they would probably be quite happy to know.
Cool. Well, yeah, we should talk to them, I guess.
Actually, Raven, just one more thing. Do you know if that clan had any claim over those mines at any point?
They are very old mines that I don't believe anyone lays claim to anymore. The mines are hundreds of years old, before even the reckoning of the gods. They did not last long. The mines, I believe there is even part of it which the dwarves who defended the mine are entombed within.
Okay, good to know.
Sorry, did they not last long because they were too dangerous to mine, or did they not last long because they ran dry?
There is a curse upon them, which is why the mines were never completed, and not much ever came out of it before they could delve too deeply. The curse struck. From what I understand, it laid low the strongest of warriors.
Radiation! Okay, that's a bummer. A curse. Man, there's a few curses in this valley. We need to get one.
You were told before when you went up there, you may have forgotten, that it's believed that it was cursed.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Let's not go back there then, I guess.
Well, we should at least find what's left of Norgrim. I think he deserves that much, but apart from that, yeah, I wouldn't want to go back there again.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not sure whether we can, but apart from like literally jumping down that massive hole,
Well,
I'm not sure whether we can.
There was a door to the right that we still
Oh,
haven't.
that's true. We haven't explored that.
Yeah, and you
Maybe
can always
we should
get
go
more
back and
rope.
explore that. Look,
Yeah.
I guess the question is, are we ever going to like really come back here? If we're not, well, we should explore it all while we're here.
Yep, agreed. We should explore it.
Yep.
We should at least try to find both our dwarven friends, I guess, even if it's just their bodies to bury them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if kind of a mediocre father would do that for his son, then we should probably do it for our party members.
Indeed.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, when I met you guys, you were like dragging a shambling corpse behind you, so, you know.
Yeah.
We weren't.
Yeah, at least we don't have to
dragging,
deal with something animated. Most likely.
Yeah. Alright, well, if he's going to go take this guy to see clerics and maybe set up a meeting for us, let's sell the crossbow since we're stuck above ground, I guess.
Okay.
I don't think we plan to use them, do we?
No. You can, with Draven will give you the name of someone to sell them to in town, and you'll be able to get them I'll sell them at a reasonable price. But before you part ways with Draven and Urias will lean over and try to say something to Draven. Again, pretty hard without a tongue, but he will again point in the direction of Caradwin.
Okay.
Are you there, Craig?
Yeah.
Do you want to write something on the ground with a stick?
What?
No, not you.
Right.
Our friend who has had its. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, Craig, just because you've only just joined.
Oh, I have a gift to explain.
So they were the two that you rescued. Urias is the magic user who had his tongue removed.
Craig, the gift
Okay.
explains everything.
Okay.
Provided you've seen Community season.
No, I haven't.
Draven will nod when you suggest writing something in the ground. Urias. He has regained a little bit of strength, but not much. He is still very weak. I'm assuming that this is
I
just
lend
an
him a
assumption
knife.
that you probably let him ride on the donkey, perhaps? Just at least
Yes.
because he probably would have died if he tried to walk that far.
Mhm.
He will scratch in the ground. I have seen her before.
Cool.
What about Caradon?
Where?
Yeah, where?
She was dominated by the ogre for a while, so maybe you saw her in another cage.
He will say he saw her with Gerard, the ogre.
Yep, she was with him for like one day when we were getting absolutely paddled by him.
Mm-hmm.
He will.
Was this within like the last week?
I was captured
He
by
will nod.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, he has powerful magics that can control the mind.
He will nod, and he will kind of motion with his arm to wave as like apologetic, and he'll pat Caradon slightly on the shoulder and nod again, and weakly then lean upon his friend Draven, who will say, "Well, at least we hopefully won't be seeing that fat bastard around here anymore. We'll tell him to be on the lookout for him."
Well, if nothing else, we've certainly made his life a little more difficult.
Just before they do completely leave,
Yep.
just want to get Inky to give him a little bit of a sniff and make sure neither of them smell like rotting meat.
Was it vegetables?
Rotting
Vegetables. Very well.
Neither of them smell like rotting vegetables, no.
Excellent.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure when they say something like, I hope we never meet that ogre, I'm like, sounds like the type of thing an ogre would say. But very well.
Plot twist.
The dwarf you helped rescue was the ogre. Son of a bitch! Also, the Eye of Lamela is missing. Ah, son of a bitch!
Dun, dun,
Also,
dun.
Nogrim was the ogre all along. The same breath.
He didn't fall down. He jumped down and transformed.
Yep, gaseous form. And out. Alright, cool. Then yes. Sell crossbows.
All right. So
Oh, do you want me to make some sort of charisma check to swing the deal?
No. Why would I want you to roll dice? I'll roll dice.
Fair enough. I can't argue with that, sadly.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Then again, I may mock him after that roll, but let's see how that goes.
I got a 9. Oh, I'm short at the moment, that's why. That's fine. 9's mediocre. I think that's a nothing.
that's fine. The crossbows, brand new, sell for 40 gold a pop. Oh, sorry, not 40 gold a pop.
I was going to say,
Yep.
geez, they're expensive.
20 gold.
Nice
I mean, they
crossbows.
are pretty expensive.
Yep, 20
'Cause
gold a
don't-
pop. Sorry, and because of the word that Draven gave you and the person to sell them to, and Draven will send word ahead. You can sell them for 15 gold each.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, nothing too shabby.
Alright, sure. I mean, we don't want to hang on to them, so I guess that will do. 60 gold.
Or he's going to split that now.
Might as well.
Encumbrance purposes.
Sure. Yes, split it up. That makes sense. I'll also get to remove those things from character sheets.
While you are in Krokar and you are selling the goods and trying to, I guess, recoup a little bit because it's still been a bit strenuous. You are still mostly injured. You do notice, not far away, talking to a short, stout dwarf.
Oh no.
And we make ourselves scarce.
She has not seen you at this point. Or she has. Yeah, she's talking to a short, stout dwarf. And she will, you see her exchange some coins with the dwarf. You can vacate the area pretty quickly if you wish.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Our disguises are flimsy at best at the moment. Let's not put anything.
Wait, we have disguises now?
Hey. We are... Oh, well, you elves are in trouble, but I'm sure the rest of us all look alike.
It just means they won't kill. They won't take their time killing us as opposed to the elves.
Hey, I cut most of my hair off. I look very different.
I'm just saying she can only tell elves apart. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Regardless, let's not be seen.
Yeah, I choose not to be here.
Alright.
That's fine. You can vacate the area and head to one of the other buildings.
Did everybody put down their 10 gold that they got?
It is 10.
Wait,
I had not.
Is it?
didn't I divide it by 6? Oh, we don't have Nogram. Yep, I'm a bad person.
There are 6
Oh no,
of you.
wait, no, we've got Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 6 of us now without Nodgrim. Yep, sorry.
Yeah,
I was like, we didn't have an easy number before, but then I was like, oh wait,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's 10.
Yeah, 10. Also, hey,
Can we buy some more rations?
do you wanna buy a helmet? Because they just so happen to be 10 GP.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Good call.
Yep. And remind me how much ration?
There.
Fresh
Fresh
and
and preserved.
yeah.
Trail.
Yeah, which
So
are preserved. Alright,
Yep.
so they are rations, trail, preserve, 5 silvers a day.
But fresh rations are 2, I think.
Yes.
Yes, I should buy some.
So I will spend 4 gold.
The trail rations that you're getting here are salted mountain trout.
Get 8.
Oh, lovely.
They sound lovely until you see them. They're a very pale, white, fleshy fish, and it's the whole trout that is salted with its big, bulbous, white eyes.
Oh, whole trout.
They don't look anything like a trout that you've seen before, and you find out from small talk when you're purchasing them, they are actually an underground fish. They find them in large lakes below the mountains, where they are effectively blind, and they're about maybe 6 to 12 inches long. They don't look appetizing at the best of times, but even worse when they're salted.
Yep.
Well,
Okay, fair enough.
it's gonna be better than Moodfisk, right? Right?
Does it?
Or
I don't know.
stuff? What's that other stuff? Smelly.
You're in Krokar is getting to early evening.
Okay. Can I also buy a flask? Like a metal flask?
Sure. You can find that for, we'll say, 2 silver.
I mean, I've got this silver one, but...
That's the mine. To give you an indication of where it is on the map.
Yep.
Okay.
I was just having fun ping.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you were going to ask what that was, but that is the mine.
I was about to, and then I realised it was up there. It would be the mine. It was drawn prettier than our vague notation over here for where we buried our loot.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right.
So, what do we want to do about that letter of credit? We're gonna hang around and...
Well, we're going to wait until this guy comes back and tells us if he could set up a meeting.
Sounds good. Let's lie low in the meantime.
Alright, in the very few buildings here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you can go to one of the inns.
Mm-hmm.
How well liked was I by the inn that I was?
Oh, the one you were bouncing at.
You weren't disliked.
That's pretty good.
Does that help?
Sure.
Does. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can get there. It's a couple silver a night. Draven does not return the next day. The tavern is pretty quiet at night. There are very few guests. It seems to be fairly somber. There is a fairly melancholy mood over the whole place. It seems that word of Draven, of your return with Draven and Urias, has filtered through the town, and that 3 other dwarves fell in the mines, and that you have returned without a dwarf as well. They seem to take the death of dwarves fairly serious. Not only that, but the melancholy mood is overshadowed as well by a bristling rage that you can just kind of feel is just simmering under the surface, because they have heard tell that there are Udar goblins in the mines.
Did we bring back any trophies?
Nope. I mean, the 4 crossbows, but they're dwarven.
Yeah, we should have brought something to show.
Word is filtering throughout the town. Above and below you'll discover. Draven, at the very least, even though he will not return in the morning, it seems that word is being spread by he and Urias, so that it doesn't take long before there seems to be some form of blood oath being sworn against the Udar goblins, and many brave youngish dwarves deciding that they are going to head on up to the mines and try and kill every last goblin that they find.
Sorry, so is this the next day?
Well, it's happening overnight as well.
Oh, okay.
Minerva, do you want to talk about the...
You broke
The
up
what?
then?
Became good friends with and are now there. Would like to see
You're
it
breaking
survive.
up really badly.
Oh, I think he wants me to talk about the rat men. And, don't kill the rat men.
Yeah.
There.
Well, no, I was wondering if Minerva won.
Do any of them sound like they're seriously heading up there?
Well, it sounds like they are probably going to, and from what you know of dwarves, which is not for Minerva very much, but you've adventured with dwarves, you've seen a few dwarves around, you reckon that they probably will. There seems to be a bit of a groundswell of righteous vengeance brewing here. By the way, do you have push to talk on, Den?
No.
Okay, it just seems that it's cutting out beginning and end of some of your speech. Yeah, it does seem like they are most likely going to go up there. It is mostly the younger dwarves that are thinking of doing it. The older dwarves probably have seen enough death, but, it probably won't take too much to push them either.
Do we want to try and go with them? We can offer ourselves as guides because we've been there before, and also also go back and try to find Nogram's corpse and all the rest of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if there are people interested in going, we'd be happy to go with them. But also, let's tell the tale of what was there, because maybe they should bring a portable bridge. Just throwing it out there could be very handy.
Or just plan to repair the bridge.
Sure. I mean, some planks of wood wouldn't go astray.
I guess the question is, can we involve ourselves with this? Because these are dwarves, remember, and they may just shun all outside help whatsoever.
Well, we will talk about how many Udar goblins we've killed recently.
Yeah, they're like that.
Yeah. We know a thing or two about killing Udar goblins, not very much. Because
Yeah.
we're new at it.
Hit him with the
But,
pointy bit. Yeah, pointy bit. That usually works.
But also,
Mhm.
you know, should point out that there were some helpful creatures in the mines. I mean, there was a misunderstanding at first when they attacked us, but there are some rat people in there, and they actually were kind of helpful in helping us find one of our companions, who had been captured by the evil ogre and Udar goblins. Yeah,
Your words seem to be mostly ignored,
cool.
not because of what you're saying, but because the dwarves seem to be more interested in their own vengeance than anything else, and don't really care too much about what an elf is willing to say.
Something to hold a grudge or something.
Something like
Damn
that.
elves.
They
Well,
also,
I will try and sort of I'll try and reinforce that. They might listen to me a little bit more.
many of the dwarves, I was about to say as well, possibly don't understand what you're saying. It looks like they
Oh,
a lot of them
That's
speak.
harsh. Look, they're sentient creatures. I'm sick of this going to town on how dumb they are. That's just not cool, man.
It's just going over their head.
Yeah, I mean, they're always on the short path, right?
They've got a short
Yeah.
temper as well. But no, they do seem to speak a lot in their own tongue. Only a handful of them seem to speak the common trade talk.
Huh. That's a bummer. We don't have anybody who speaks Dwarvish anymore.
Nope.
We used to.
No, not anymore.
Oh well. I mean, I can talk to rogues or anybody in the old tongue. Old law. Oh well, that's fine.
I've forgotten what bloody languages Linda speaks, but it's definitely not bloody Dwarvish.
No, you don't speak.
Yeah, she
dwarves
speaks a
don't
lot,
speak.
a lot of stuff, but not that.
I can learn comprehend languages. One day I could have that spell. And then never cast it. But I'll have it, damn it.
So it does look like on the next day, after you rest, that and Draven doesn't return, that there is a small group, about 8 dwarves that are arming at the very least, and look like they are quite prepared to start heading on up. They are
Cool.
getting together their weapons and armor. It seems to be moderately okay. Many of these dwarves seem to be miners first and foremost, and they might be good warriors, you don't know, but their gear does not look to be the gear of a warrior.
Cool.
Like the gear of a
So
miner.
they're rangers, not iron breakers.
Maybe something like that.
Also, by the way, have we
Definitely
healed up
Klansman.
fully?
One at a time, sorry?
Have we healed up fully? That's
No.
probably important.
Overnight you'll get 10% round up of your hit points back, and on the morning, Sean can cast his last spell before you, as well. You
Yep,
over?
I will. I
That'd
will
be great
cast
on me.
I
thanks.
heal to full.
Sorry, you want it, do you, Lenza?
Just because I don't recover much of my health.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm
I mean,
currently with
yeah.
with another day. I'm currently on 7 out of 15.
Sure. You will be healed for 5.
Oh, nice, thank you.
Man. Should have gone with that's fine.
But now, so we've only spent basically one day in the town, and or do we spend 2?
One day, I thought.
One day.
We've
Yep,
spent
cool.
one day, yep.
Cool. So it's only one round of.
Do we wanna go with them?
I mean, yeah, probably it's a good idea. Like just having more people in case there's anything else nasty waiting in there. But I don't think there will be. We seem to have cleared it out pretty much.
Well, there was the big monster behind the iron door, and there's also the stone door that we haven't gone through. We didn't defeat the tentacle monster, like the vine thing.
Yeah.
So they probably won't even make it past that door, to be fair.
There's also the issue of language. Do we want to hire a higher possible who speaks the common trade tongue to come and relay between our two parties?
We also left 8 crossbows there, which, they're going to loot. My loots.
Mildly annoying.
You fat boots.
Do
But what do we think about hiring someone? So,
That's a good idea. I like that.
very well. Face, why don't you do that?
Sure, I will ask around in trade tongue to see if there's anyone who is fluent in trade tongue and the Dwarven, and also
And
the
wants
Dwarven
to
tongue.
go us, seasoned adventurers who have been there.
That's right. No previous adventuring experience required. Well, but highly advantageous. Alright, let's do some rolling.
Alright, you can do so. Most of the dwarves are below ground, but there are some above, and the ones above ground you can converse with. Go for it.
Alright. Let's go. 2d6. Just checking my modifiers. -1. Yeah, low average. Woo!
That's good though. Rolling well
Yeah.
is good. Alright. You ask around, and most of them seem to give you a bit of a blank stare, but eventually they'll start saying you'll get some indication that there is possible that you could hire somebody. They will be more or less seems to be that they would want to hire you, however.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, how would
Okay.
that?
How much would they be hiring us for?
They're not really sure, so they we'll have to talk. And it's like just wait a second. And this is a youngish dwarf again, who has got a slightly misfitting helmet on, and is wearing a male hauberk, and will again just wait here. Speaks a little smattering of the common trade tongue, and he will head off, and probably about half an hour later he will return with a rather interesting looking chap. A older looking dwarf who's wearing a pair of spectacles, who has a large book on a sling around his shoulder, smoking a pipe, and you notice that there is a small mouse that scurries from his shoulder to the top of his head and back again.
That's
Does he
interesting.
seem to be familiar with this mouse?
Well, you know that dwarves do not take on the role of magic users. They have magic is anathema to them.
As far as we know, it's the first Duragar.
As far as you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he will come out wearing his what appear to be robes of officialdom.
wearing his mouth on his head.
Yep.
I'll greet him in Old Law. How goes it, venerated one?
He will respond, you know the old tongue. Very well, very good. Yes, I have heard tell that you came back from the old briny mines to the north, the salt mine.
Yes, indeed. The crystal caves, the salt spring.
Yes. And then he will start talking in trade talk.
Ah, excellent.
I do not wish to see any of my young kin needlessly throw their lives away.
Indeed.
I
Yeah,
have heard
it's pretty dangerous up there.
I have heard from Draven that you believe there is an ogre in the mines.
He may have left by now, but if he is in there, we would like to root him out.
Yep.
Very good. And if you could find the bodies of the fallen dwarves and to return them so they can be interned here with their kin, that would be marvellous.
We found the bones of many dwarves. Would you like those returned?
I fear that there are probably more than you can carry. The ones that do not have a face to them, we will hopefully mount some expedition in future. But the ones who have a name and a face, and who have kin that grieve for them here and now, they are the ones that I would prefer returned with immediacy. I am prepared to offer you great wealth if you can do so, especially if you can clear out those insidious goblins.
You
We
had
would-
me at great wealth.
we would love to help you with this. Is there a chance that you could provide us with a donkey train to carry, or a wagon for the bodies,
Indeed.
or something along those lines?
Yes, we could easily provide something such as that.
Okay, because otherwise they'd be hard to transport.
If you can retrieve the bodies of Magnus, Bori, and Arad, then yes, very much so. I would pay you very handsomely.
Magnus, Bori...
And Arad.
Aaron?
And very handsomely.
Okay.
Done.
We've actually are actually acquainted with Magnus, and it is tragic to hear of his passing. So we know what to look for him. But is there any other distinguishing features of Bori and Arad that we can look for?
Arad.
Handsomely.
Yes, they have very strong features, noble features, and I can give you them, but they're probably lost on you, unfortunately, because they are ones that we see in our own kind. But I'll give you some understanding of them. They stand tall. Bori does. Arad, slightly shorter. Broad of shoulder. Stern of gaze. Noble of brow. Bori
Cool.
has a jet black hairline, and Arad more of a basalt. And if you know Magnus, then I do not need to explain to you what he would look like. How about you just bring back any dwarf that you find the body for?
Yeah.
We're going to do that anyway.
Cool.
It'll probably be easier.
And asking, do we need full skeletons? What if there are only part?
No, he doesn't want us to bring the skeletons. We want
Corpses.
we want the actual corpses. That's okay. They'll hopefully send people for the bones some other time.
Indeed, we will mount an expedition when we can get together a proper force. I do not wish these foolish young dwarves who talk of vengeance, though vengeance must be had, to rush off to their demise until we have planned and prepared properly.
Cool. All right.
Anything that you find within, you can have. I lay claim to nothing of value within that mine. If that would assist your travel, and if that would assist your task, that you do not need to return anything to us other than the bodies of the 3 that fell.
Cool. And will it be just this one dwarf who's going with us? This fine fellow here?
I would prefer if none of the dwarves went.
Oh. I'm not sure we can stop him.
We're the expendable ones.
I will stop them. I will not let them go until, as I said, a proper expedition can be mounted.
Very well.
Wise choice.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah.
How are we getting the cart train so we can
I will
bring stuff
organise that
back?
for you, and if you can retrieve the bodies of the 3 dwarves, I will pay you 500 coins of gold.
Great. It is a massive mine, so it'll probably take us a few days, but we'll hopefully return with
The Fallen.
with the Fallen. Yeah.
Thank you very much for what you have done so far. Rescuing Draven was very well received by his kin. He mentioned that as well when I spoke to him at length last night with what had happened, that an ogre is involved.
Unfortunately, yes.
Indeed.
Gerard, who we had dealings with. We thought he was a merchant, or at least someone of a mercantile interest. He also mentioned that you had something of the Rodan clan that you were concerned about.
Indeed. We found this letter, which bears their seal.
This letter of credit.
Do you mind? He'll hold out his hand.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yes, he seems honourable.
It's not like we have any claim over it, really.
Yeah.
He will look at it, and then he will unsling the book on the sling around his shoulder, open it up, start looking through it. It looks to be a massive ledger.
Excellent.
Book of Grudges.
And he, after flicking through a few pages, muttering to himself,
Excuse me, sir,
yes,
my lord. Is that relate to all of your holdings?
it relates to many holdings, not just mine.
Ah, but over the areas that you look after, yes?
Yes,
Ah. I just wanted to know whether or not it was indeed the ledger of your domain.
it is
Okay.
a ledger.
Excellent. The ledger domain. Good. Hey.
I was trying not to.
Don't humour him.
That was cold.
He's a half-wit, but unfortunately, the word wit is still there.
A half-wit at least has some wit. This one has
Exactly.
Aww.
none. He will, for about 5 minutes or more, scroll up and down.
Oh, I thought you were going to say laugh.
No, he ignores you.
I'm
He'll-
used to it.
He'll go back to the ledger, and for about 5 minutes or more, he'll scroll up and down, handwritten notes and annotations on pages, muttering to himself, flicking through the book, flick, 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 scrolling up and down, reading with his finger to mark where he's at, and finally he will hand the letter back to you. I believe this letter is worth 1,000 gold.
Okay, but surely it belongs to the Rodans. More than...
I am a member of the Rodan clan.
Oh,
You can have it.
Well, thank you.
thank you. Wait, if you're a member of the Rodan clan, does that mean that you could make us find dwarven armor? For there is no armor more fine than that of the dwarves. With it, well, surely we could just give him the money and he could give us
Wow.
armor instead. Like, if he keeps the money, could we have armor instead? That'd be way better for us,
For a
and maybe for them.
For a non-stone child to wear dwarf-made armor, it is dishonourable.
Oh, okay, very well.
By the way, that is very much what she wants to look like.
Okay. I mean, okay, very well. So sad.
The letter of credit was issued some time ago. The dwarf that bore it, or it was given to, I believe, is dead. It was it has not been claimed for 2 years.
What was his name or hers?
Their name, I'll have to go back and check the notes. And you'll open up the ledger. And he will say, I believe it was Fornast basalt.
Alright. Lord.
It was issued
Around.
2 years ago. And it is still outstanding. As
Great.
such, you can have it.
Cool.
Can we hand this in at Sumberton, or where can we use this letter of credit?
The letter of credit should be valuable within the valley.
Oh, amazing.
Somebody's going to level. Who do we want to carry the letter of credit? I mean, my apologies, Lord. We'll discuss this later.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Indeed, we will do our best to recover the fall and bring closure to their kin.
We'll just wait in this tavern until those donkeys turn up, or wagon, or whatever.
I will have them here by 2 hours.
Alright, well then we'll meet back here in 2 hours.
Yep.
Very good, thank you, and best of luck.
What time is it at the moment?
It's probably mid-morning.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey, we have that's one athletic group we haven't pissed off.
Who is -7 hit points?
Ooh.
Who?
Comfortably me.
I think I'm down. I think I'm down hit point.
I am down 3.
I'm
not
down
for me.
10.
Yeah, I'm down 10.
Really? Even after...
How are you down 10? We had 2 days of rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm down 8.
Okay.
We get two. We get 2 back a day. 1 back a day, don't we?
It's 10% of your MAC total.
Round it up.
Round it up. So if you're
Rounding
got
up
2
to 3
digits,
important.
at least 2.
Oh, okay. Well then, I got 6 hit points.
So you're down 6? Okay, so Owls, you're down
10.
Are you the only person who's down over 7? What about you, Dan?
I'm at full.
Oh, okay, cool. Well then I will heal Hypatia for 6, and then I will heal Minerva for 5. Alright, so everybody's at least within 7 of their How many do you actually have, Caradwin? Sorry, since that is relevant.
20.
Like, I'm just wondering how sickly you look.
About a quarter sickly.
A quarter sickly. Okay, that's not too bad. You probably have plenty then. We'll heal you when you take another point of damage.
Okay.
Maximum efficiency.
Yeah. Alright. Actually, do you wear a helmet, Caradwin?
No.
Then I will heal Caradwin now. Because we're going into the mines. For 6. The perfect amount.
Probably we haven't run into any pierces yet. Yeah.
Alright. And then I guess we hang around.
A wagon hitched to not a donkey, but an ox will be made available.
Cool.
It is a sturdy, short, heavy, muscular creature. Not a standard ox that you see, but it looks to be of some kind of ox bloodline. It is very docile and easy to control.
Alright, we put a bunch of our junk on there.
I'm in favour of naming the donkey the Ox Nodgrim, in honour of our fallen companion.
Oxtrue?
Oxcrim? Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he already has a name that we can ask for.
But I want it to be Oxcrim. Come on. All right, fine. Shall we head to the mine,
Yes.
or at least out of sight?
Yes, away from possibly being sighted by Vada, because I like to live.
Yep. Let's get out of here.
You know, we're just cornering ourselves for her, right? She's been 5 steps ahead of us this whole time.
You didn't see her in town again after that. After you made yourself scarce, you couldn't see her once anymore. It looks like whatever business she had in town, she did it and then has either gone or somehow disappeared.
Dum dum dum.
Oh, I guess when we're safe. For now.
Oh, my poor sweet summer child.
But this dark chocolate's not safe. It's all been eaten. Are you returning to the mines?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, do
You
you
can't stay away.
do you wish to get some building materials before you leave Krokar?
Yeah, let's hit some planks.
Yeah. Probably, yeah, just
Yes.
some planks, yeah.
Yes, a couple of planks of wood.
Alright, you can get some heavy planks of wood.
Sweet.
How about some nails?
What are we going to nail it to?
What's left of the bridge?
Bodies.
Nodgrim's body when you find it.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
It depends. It might be, really rigid and tough.
All right.
Are you returning?
Yes, absolutely. Return to the mines.
I better move you. Alright, so anyway. You're on this mine, this map.
Cool. Can we make it to using the planks? Putting them up against the wall here. Wait up, I'll just draw them in. Oh, that's not how I do it. Yep, plank. I guess they're over the edge. Anyway, plank.
Or we can use some, and we can possibly use some pins to secure them if we have to.
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. You can do that. It's
Alright, is this rope still set up here?
It is.
Okay, well then, yep, we use the rope and the plank to get across. Can we grab the 8 crossbows that we left back all the way over here? Oh. If they are still here,
Back where?
because we left crossbows here.
You did. You can head on over there.
Yep. Is anybody against that?
No, I'm all for it. In fact, I could. I'd be tempted to get one of the smaller barrels of good booze left.
No, the crossbows are not in the chest.
Dang it.
In fact, most of the supplies seem to have been removed from that room.
Ah, no.
Western.
Are these chests still here?
The chests are there. They are
Can we
open,
take
though.
those back?
They are large and they are heavy, but you can probably get them on. Eventually, get them on. It will be really dangerous and awkward to carry them across
The bridge.
the bridge
Yeah,
that you
I
have put
wouldn't.
together.
I
Oh,
probably wouldn't bother. But if something's taken, that means something's still actually active around here.
Yeah,
Which possibly
question.
could-
Hopefully, the Ratman and not the goblins.
I was going to say, if we could speak Ratman, we understand the sign left behind and said, ho ho ho, I have a
You're
Oh,
breaking
now?
up really badly.
yeah.
Get on
if
your
we
Ratman
could
friends to help us.
understand Ratman, would we be able to read that the sign says, "Ho, ho, ho, I have a dwarven crossbow now"?
It's possible.
Okay.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Indeed.
Okay, so were all the barrels of alcohol also taken?
Yes, most of the supplies are gone. The
Okay.
ones that are intact, gone. The ones that are mostly intact, gone. And even some of the ones that you would consider to be entirely spoiled, gone.
Okay,
Alright.
fair enough. What about the pink chest? Would that be safe to get back across?
It's still pretty heavy.
Okay.
I love
never
going
mind.
across pink chest.
Do we really need a pink chest?
No.
Do we-
Well, a chest would actually be good. We have like some valuable stuff. Locking it on top of a wagon would be good for us. Like then we wouldn't have to carry the Eye of Lamla frickin' everywhere.
Well,
This is
until the
true.
wagon gets stolen.
Indeed, but
And this is now wagon.
I'll tell you what, you can probably, with great care and a lot of time and effort, so we're talking, well over an hour, maybe close to 2, get one of the normal chests out across the bridge by, sliding it very gently and carefully and wrapping a number of ropes around it and trying to reinforce the planks that you've laid across there. You can get probably one of those out.
and just sort of dragging it across the bridge.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all right.
Would,
I'm okay
would
with that.
anybody be against that?
I mean, it's just I don't see what we're gonna do with it.
Okay.
We'd leave the eye in there, so Jaquan doesn't have to say, "I put the eye down when combat initiates."
So is it just for now?
Yeah. I mean, unless we keep the wagon, then it would be forever. But no, if we get back to town, I'm not going to carry a chest around without a wagon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just,
That's fine.
Worst case, we sell the chest.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Exactly. That's
You
what I
can-
mean.
You can do that. Where are you intending to go and do, etc.?
Oh, so we'll try back up with the vines here.
Alright, so
Go
you,
past them.
do you want to go to the door first, or do you want to try and jump into the pit that Nodgrim fell down?
Yeah, there is that.
Oh, do you want to do down the pit first?
Yep.
So
I mean,
Let's find out what happened.
Like we, yeah. I'd probably do that. It's going to be the most difficult to do that one, honestly.
Oh, this is a horrible question, but did anyone buy extra rope?
I did not.
Nope.
I have some rope.
When
Well,
are
did we
gonna
actually
draw
tie
up
some
a
rope
chart?
up here so everyone can see that ping? On the other, because that other
Yep.
broken grate thing.
Yeah, we recovered that rope
Okay,
because that was mine.
so we've at least 50 foot.
Yeah, I've got 50 foot of rope and a grappling hook, if that matters.
Yeah.
If we live through this, I think we should incorporate some kind of adventuring company and have actual quartermaster look after these kind of things.
Are you nominating me for more bookkeeping?
Okay, so
Already.
in total, how much length of rope do we have?
Well, I have 50. Who else has some?
I'm pretty sure some of that rope I would have recovered from there, so I guess I've got 50 as well.
Cool.
Anyone else?
No.
Cool.
Nope.
100 foot.
Sean
I
has
don't
foot?
think so.
Sean has rope, doesn't he?
Does he?
Probably, yeah.
Where is he carrying that?
I don't know, does he not have it?
He might have it. He does not have rope. Round shield, helmet, rapier.
He does not.
Yeah. He doesn't have rope.
Okay, all good.
I mean, we can literally just dangle the rope down the hole to begin with like a rock tied to the end, and see if it see if 100
Yeah, how
feet
big it is.
actually bottoms out. Like, do we start getting slack, or is the rope have tension the entire way?
Sounds good.
So you are going to tie the 2 rope lengths together and then tie
Yep.
something heavy to the bottom of one of them and lower it down through the ruin of the old bridge. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So-
vote
so-
Nodgrim as the heavy thing.
All right,
Sure.
you'll have to retrieve him first, but once you do, you can then tie him to it and push him back through. I'm sure he will have no complaints.
Mm.
Not now.
He will be only too happy to do it in short order. Alright. You tie the ropes.
Mhm.
You tie the weight to the rope. You dangle it over the edge. And you feel there is some kind of tension on the rope at one stage after you've let over 50 feet of length descend into the darkness. Probably you've let at least 60 or 70 feet descend, and you can feel there is tension. And
Does the
eventually-
rope start moving off on an angle?
It does slightly, yes.
Okay, so we've hit the river, and it's being pulled along by a current.
And it
Yeah,
doesn't
I would
it doesn't,
assume
it doesn't
so.
pull along for long before it hits something and seems to stop.
Okay, so maybe there's a small aperture.
Nope.
Okay. Well, if it's only 60 foot down, we could actually just put the lantern on the end of it and get a pretty good view down the bottom.
Or even just
What
a
do
torch.
Because the torch will set fire to the rope.
Yeah, there is that.
I'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh.
So, how about we just use a lantern, like affixed part way down the rope, like say 10 feet from the bottom of the rope, and that way when we feel the rope hit the water, we can stop pulling it down, and we'll be able to have sort of a look down the bottom.
Alright, let's
Okay.
just-
I volunteer my lantern.
All right, let's use your lantern.
Let me just do some jiggery pokery with these. Chuck you guys on this other thing, because you'll all probably be looking over the edge.
I mean, we'll definitely try to.
How many have I got over there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to put Hypatia. And Lenza.
Well, while we're waiting on this, does anyone actually have an idea where the other dwarven corpses might be? Or are we just going to try and look everywhere and then...
I assume they're up where we found the other prisoner, so I'm
So,
guessing
yeah,
they're past the
vines.
either past the portcullis or past the stone door.
There didn't seem to be much past the portcullis apart from the giant monster. Or whatever that was.
But didn't the giant monster come from somewhere? Like, wasn't there more stuff behind the portcullis?
I think it was like a little cave. I'm not sure.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Well, there was
Okay.
the other door.
Yeah, and there's the other door. That's fine.
Alright, just bear with me one moment. Alright, that's good. Let's try this again. Put you back on that token level. Good. Alright. I will shift you guys to that map and you can then see what you can see. Granted, I've got your tokens on there in a river, but just know you're not in a river.
In the river. Okay.
You can see that there is a brown kind of square
Yep.
in the river. That is the hole that you were dangling the lantern down.
Okay.
Ah,
And
cool.
the lantern is kind of swinging around.
Yep.
Okay, and this looks like a sort of ledge walkway beside the water.
It does.
Okay, so we could probably get onto that if we wanted to. There are
Yep.
obviously zombies down here. So...
I mean, like everywhere else.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we'll need like a, professional fighter to get down there. Something that can, take care of themselves.
Look, I'm sure Lenza can hold onto the rope with her feet and then snipe the zombie with a bow. That sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Remember, you get +10 to your roll if you're hanging upside down. Low is good, right, Grail? Definitely plus
Also.
10 to your roll.
God, exerting yourself like that while upside down. Pretty bad mistake.
The river is running reasonably rapidly. Directly below you is where it seems to be the most rapid. It does seem to... That was a bit funny sense. Is that Craig eating ice cream?
You know it.
No.
Which
Is
way is the river flowing?
It is flowing left to right.
Okay.
Enjoy that gift.
Is it possible to get the rope to come down over the ledge rather than the... Or is the bridge, like, over the river entirely?
The bridge
Like,
is
is then...
the bridge is pretty much over the river entirely. It will be a bit awkward to do so.
So could we swing the rope over into the ledge?
You can,
Well-
but unless you have someone there to anchor it, it'll just swing back.
Yeah, we might have to have somebody go down the rope, sit on the bottom. Maybe we put a piece of wood at the bottom, and then they can swing themselves over to the ledge. Do you know what I mean? Like it's on a swing?
Yeah, I can give that a go.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably...
Oh, look, we've attracted the zombie while we're standing talking.
Yeah, there's a light source. Well, let's bring the light source back up.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Yep. Bring that shit up.
Alright.
Alright, who wants
Yeah,
to
I was gonna say, who's gonna go down first?
Jaquan, how many hit points do you have?
I feel
got
like Jaquan
15.
probably thinks he's tougher than you, since he's
Tougher than her.
not
In
like
Hypatia.
anemic.
Well, technically he is. He could probably beat me in a long distance race. That wouldn't be hard. By long distance, I mean anything over 150 meters. Give me my con 7.
You mean 150 centimeters?
Maybe.
Yeah. Jaquan's man enough.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, Jaquan has a helmet now, so I'm fine with him going
Yeah.
down first.
You
He's
want me
solid.
to headbutt them? Because,
That's how you get headbutts?
I'm willing. Go full Billy Goat on this. I will need a torch, however.
Well, we can... Yeah, we'll leave the lantern on the rope, and we'll give you
Man,
a torch to drop when you're down. How about that?
Grail,
Yes.
it's not until I'm halfway down the rope before I'm like, wow, they're all going to leave me here. They're actually going to do it. Wow.
It's not like you've, been arm in arm and up to the armpits and into your neck into the mud and the slime and the blood with these people. You've barely known them.
I was with Nodgrim
You're barely
and Mark.
you're barely an acquaintance, let alone a comrade in arms. Of course they're going to leave you. They're going to let you down and they're going to cut the rope. Then they're going to throw things at you first, most likely.
It's going to be meat.
Oh,
be.
man.
In fairness, we probably won't throw things at you. That could be worth money.
Zombie,
I'm gonna call
zombie
back up.
chum.
Really, Minerva?
You're gonna
Your
need a
middle
bigger-
finger. That's how much you despise me. You cut off your own finger and threw it down at me.
You're going to need a bigger wagon.
Yes.
Alright, so Jaquan
Anyway.
is going down, is he?
Yep,
Alright, so you
on the
will-
swing. We
Yep.
put a little bit of,
You put
wood
a
at
loop
the
in it. It looks to be your best guess, maybe 60 odd feet down.
Yep.
Alright. Are you lowering the lantern again, did you say?
Yeah, we'll keep it at the same position, sort of 10 feet up from the end.
Alright, I will allow
So
people to
it's
see the
above
light
me?
again. Doop. Alright, and you're going to try and swing out,
Yep.
correct? Alright.
What kind of a roll?
Just make a dex check for me, please. Equal or under your dexterity.
50-50.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Alright,
No.
so
For that roll.
you still
No.
end up on there. but you end up a little bit prone. This guy's not there at the moment. He'll be wandering off over there.
Yep.
You end up on your backside, and you drop your torch, but it lands in the water.
Dang.
Time to get out another torch.
Alright,
no.
Shaquan, you are prone. The Shaquan Kruber is typing. My coccyx.
My coccyx.
Indeed, it is bruised, as is your ego. Right. However, your imminent arrival, or your arrival, it's no longer imminent, it's actually occurred, has brought forth the attention of these guys. Thankfully, the lantern is still there, but it is swinging slightly.
Alright,
So I'm not gonna
Lindsay,
have
do you
a
want to climb down after him?
Sure. As long as someone going to be the.
Sorry?
I'm happy to go down.
No, I'm saying as long as what's her name, is going to protect me. Sure.
Kruber's going to protect you, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't run away, Kruber.
Alright, Krubes.
I'm just saying because you have the ability
Yeah,
to climb on a
I'm gonna
rope. That's
Yeah,
the only
no.
reason. Yeah.
Krubes.
I do.
Are you
Yes.
going full Krubes? These
Where does this rope go? It goes up. No, I'm not
These-
going full Krubes.
These zombies appear to be dwarf in stature.
Oh.
Are they fresh? Do we need to bring them back?
One of them is getting relatively close to you. What are you doing? You are on your coccyx.
Scrambling to get out my Rancer to fend it away, and then when opportunity presents, stand up.
Sure. Alright. It is going to move forward and try and whack you. I'll let you have a swing at it first, though, since you were intending to do that.
What is my penalty?
You will have a penalty of 1.
Ooh.
Because it is a stabbing weapon, not a swinging weapon, your penalty will not be as bad.
20 plus 3.
You guys haven't created you haven't created your
No,
macros.
I thought about it.
I have.
What armor class do you hit?
7.
Is that including the -1 penalty?
No.
So you hit armor
10.
class 8.
8.
Probably missed horribly.
They have an armor class of 7. You miss.
Dang.
But I only just missed.
It swings.
It misses harder.
It misses
Yeah.
harder. And when you see the video playback, you'll notice it, because I've got the 3D dice enabled, that bounced around on the 18 for a little bit before it.
I'm glad I can't see that.
Alright. It misses. Alright. What is everyone else doing up to the top? As you notice.
The Lenza will be coming down once Kruger's off.
Okay, so you are getting yourself wrapped around, or are you just going to try and climb down the rope? Or are you
Yes.
Going to okay. Well, I'm asking
Oh,
Lenza. Are you just
Lenza.
going to try and climb down, or are you going to try and kind of get yourself in a sling and get lowered down?
No, I'll calm down. That should be fun.
Alright, make a climb check for me, please.
Is that anything special, or is it just
It's a
Climb
thief
walls.
check.
climb walls? Yeah, cool. Okay.
Normally I would let you descend without problem, but given that there is duress, I'm making you use a climb walls.
Norris D100. Woo.
If you fail, you won't fall. You'll just, get stuck.
Phew. Good thing.
I fail, of course.
Alright, you start swinging on the rope. It seems to be a little bit awkward. The counterweight at the bottom is swinging around. Someone roll a d8 for me, please.
Do it, Lenta. You got this.
Just sort of.
Oh,
3.
okay.
Alright, too late.
Alright.
Something. That's okay, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Three
I
sounds
mean,
good.
I don't know what it is, but okay, so it's what way the light's facing.
Sweet.
Right.
That looks awfully like something I fought against in the Dive thing.
All right.
It looks
Jaquan,
exactly like Mummy 2.
it's terrible. You're completely in the dark.
Panicking is a free action.
It
Swing!
is-
Hit him with your stick again.
And yeah, I'm going to bench press away from me, trying to shove anything that's coming at dwarfish height.
All right, go for it. Make an attack roll. Are you just
Crush
trying to
him.
Or are you trying to whack him with your, well, stab him with your ranseur?
Yeah, we'll try for a stab. This is not including a
Whatever
penalty.
the penalty is.
All right.
So ordinarily a 14 would hit armor class 4.
Yes. Roll another d20 for me, please. All right. You feel the ranseur strike air.
Do you want me to roll damage on the air? I feel
No,
like the air has a lot of hit points.
It does, but in this instance, you have slain it.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's worth no XP.
Absolutely.
Cool.
It's going. You feel something swing back at you though,
Mm.
and you feel like you hear really more than feel, I guess. Something swing near you.
Can I whisper in Dwarven there can be only one something the quickening?
You can whisper it, but probably not in Dwarven. All right. Roll another d8 for me, Lenza.
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
All right. You can make another climb check.
I shall indeed. That's much better.
All right. You descend to the bottom of the rope. The lantern is just below you, swinging. It is about 10 feet, give or take, above the water and the rocky terrain. Jaquan is on the bank just to the north of you. You can try and swing out there if you want, but you'll do so next round.
Yep, cool.
All right, Jaquan. Is anyone wanting to do any actions from the top? Those with arrows and bows could possibly try and snipe. It'd be very awkward, but you could try. What's the worst that can happen?
Well,
Can I borrow one of those
I was gonna
crossbows?
try and come down at some point.
When Liz is still on the rope?
No, I said at some point. What?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till
Okay.
someone else
Yeah.
climbs down.
Was
One
it
at a time.
armor class 7?
Armor class 7 will strike.
I don't think I hit armor class 7.
Yeah,
You
you
didn't.
don't.
That's not armor class 7.
No, I know.
It's a 7.
It is.
How did you see?
I was looking at my my Surface Pro, and then I looked back over, and it's like, yeah, no, that's not good enough. All right.
Yep.
But it, on the other hand, is also not good enough. The dice have abandoned me this session.
And I, for one, am super glad.
All right,
Is it just averaging out from last session?
roll a
Oh,
d8
it's
for
not
me, Lenza.
Wait, there's a lantern swing.
Get a 1.
Nope.
Uh,
That's close. That's close to a 1.
that's the opposite.
Uh-huh.
This.
Well, it's next to it.
It is next to it. Hey, look, Sean's down here. Guys.
Hey, you're showing yourself the bit of land that you want to jump to.
All right,
Yeah, exactly.
you can make a dex check for me, Lenza,
Yep. Oh, I'm just trying to get what under my decks or
as
over my
you
decks.
try and swing out and back.
Under your decks.
So it's just D20.
Under or equal.
Yep,
No modifiers, right?
that's fine.
Cool. Oh, for fuck's sake!
That's fine. You do land on there, but you also the swing because you're slightly above it. You got it's a bit awkward. The rope
Yep.
is not that great, and you're trying to not smash the lantern and all its flaming oil above onto Jaquan's head because
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
No, it would be fine. I'm wearing a helmet.
Well, not only that, he would be able to see.
Yep.
All right, Jaquan, what do you want to do? A crazy elf has just landed on the ground behind you. You can see them.
Yeah,
They're
what I would like to do is step so that the crazy elf is between me and the zombies. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to I'm going to take the parry action, not that I remember what that action does.
You can only do it when you can see the attack coming.
Very well. I will
Swing wildly.
Blind attack. Yep.
Away from the elf.
Yes. Yeah.
Blindly.
Go for it.
Yep.
Extra blindly.
What's your armor class?
Minus 48?
5, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. You get hit because they have a bonus since you can't see them.
Nice.
Ninjas.
Stupid dark vision.
Crunch.
Jerks.
4 damage. You feel something heavy whack into you. You almost lose your footing and stumble into the river, but thankfully you don't. Alright. Is anyone upstairs doing anything?
Can you shoot? Alistair, can you shoot arrows down? That's probably a bad idea. You can only shoot straight down. There's not that much gaps.
Well, we can't see anything to shoot at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fire arrows randomly. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Yeah.
Is anyone doing anything?
I might rummage around and get out one of those crossbows if we have any ammo for them.
The crossbows weren't there.
Yeah.
Oh, we left them back up. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, they were gone.
They were gone.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so, Craig, did you want to climb down, or will I climb down?
Yeah. But where'd I roll? I rolled up there somewhere, and it was shit. I rolled like a 4.
You rolled a what?
Do you have climb?
I don't believe I do. No.
That's fine. Roll a dex check.
Uh, 18.
Alright. Because you do not have climb and you are under stress and duress, also roll a d8 for me because it's funny.
Because this is funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. 4.
4. That's literally in the
1,
worst
2,
position.
3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, I know what I'm going to do on the next turn. Don't worry.
How many did you
Drop
fail
into the water?
How many did you fail your dex check by?
Like 6? Oh, dex check, hang on. What did I roll? 18, didn't I? 8.
Alright. Wrong character. Splosh.
Yep.
Alright. Roll a d6 for me and multiply the result by 10 to see how far you were when you lost control of the rope.
Oh.
Come on, a 1.
Yeah. The water does not break your fall. Your coccyx and other bones, however.
The zombie might.
Alright.
50 foot, huh?
Carrot with shadow splat.
Keep
there is a
straight.
name I have not heard. in a
17
long
damage. Is that 17 damage?
It is 17 damage. 1d6 damage, 10 feet, was mitigated by the fact that you were landing on water, even though the water was, studded with many sharp rocks.
So are you unconscious?
Not quite.
Yes! Healing to 4 was the best move ever!
Mm.
Sean pats himself on the back.
See, it's Jock all over again.
Lenza, you hear a splash. In fact, you get showered by some water. Excuse me. What are you doing?
And blood.
And blood. Well, you're not sure if there's blood involved. It's wet. It's dark.
Seriously, though, as a party, I think we rename Caradon to Caradon Shadow Splat.
What about Caradont?
Caradon Shadow Splat. Sounds fair.
Oh, man. No.
Carrot, all I don't do is win. Shadow Splat.
So, what are you doing, Lenza? You are on your back, covered in water. The light is flicking around in all the various directions.
Yep, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up and light a torch.
Alright, you start lighting a torch. Jaquan, you are still prone at the moment because you haven't quite got up yet.
Alright, haven't I had a chance to try and scramble to my feet?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Go for it. Yeah, I didn't... Sorry, I forgot. Go for it. You want to attack in the dark?
Why would I do anything else?
Something tried to attack
That
you
also
from...
doesn't hit, I believe.
Something tried to attack you from above, doing death from above, and missed.
Hey,
But that does miss.
that misses by 1.
The perfect number.
Yeah.
That less so.
Now, I just bought this helmet too.
Oh, nice. Max spin. Nice.
Alright, you get hit, but it doesn't really
Ow,
hurt you that
I
much.
felt 30%, 33.3 repeating percent hurt.
Alright, you all saw Caradon fall from above into the dark, and you heard a
I thought
splash.
they could climb a rope. I'll start
Your
climbing
hand's
down
not
the
supposed to giggle at me.
Alright, so Minerva's now
Of course
climbing
he
down
is.
in the rope. Roll a d8 for me, Minerva.
Sure.
Roll shit, Minerva, so that I'm not the only one.
This is for the which way the lantern's facing.
Yep.
But, yeah. 2. Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
And for my D100... Oops, that didn't work. Slash R. My bad.
Yeah, the other way around. What's
Yeah.
your actual climb rope skill?
Not good enough for that.
No, I was going to say
Oh.
similar to mine.
That's fine, because you are a trained... You are trained at climbing, unlike Caradon, you do not fall, you just, grab...
Suck and don't get down.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
grip hold of the rope and don't maneuver. Alright, Jaquan, you can now see the zombies in front of you.
That makes very little difference.
Short though they may be. What did you hit armor class of?
That was an 11 total.
Yep,
That hits a 7.
you hit.
Nice.
Hey, we got there.
D8 plus 4, I have a feeling.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'll just
What are
make
you?
sure. Yep.
You need to do these macros.
That involves learning the macros.
That's really straightforward. I'll help you. Alright,
Yeah.
it is deceased again. All over.
It's no longer pre-deceased, it's re-deceased.
Yep. Alright, Lenza, you light your torch.
I like my torch. That'd be great.
Alright, let me put on
A light source.
a light source. Much easier now.
Hey, look, everyone's down here. Totally.
Hey,
Yep.
Grail,
Yes?
I don't have access to posting as
You don't have what, sorry?
access to posting as torch or lantern anymore.
Yes.
Oh.
so sad.
I did remove them.
So the stuff up, like, that is it like a higher elevation there, or?
That's a wall.
Oh, okay, cool. Yep. So, not at all. Cool. So there's basically not much room for me to move unless I want to hop in the water.
Yep, that's right.
Cool. I will be your light in the darkness, Jaquan.
Yay!
Alright, this zombie
The
steps forward.
hopeless.
You have slain its companion, not that it seems to matter much or care, and it swings and misses. I'd say it swung over your head, but it's more likely swung between your legs.
Aww.
Alright, Minerva, you are
Sure,
on
I
the...
should get a increase.
Caradwin? Is Caradwin okay?
Caradwin is struggling to keep Caradwin is struggling to keep her head above the water at the moment. She went down and she has come up and she's kind of clasping against sharp rocks. Minerva, you're
Okay.
on the rope. Do you wish to try and
Yep.
descend?
Keep
Feel the
descend-
majesty of my
keep trying
battle
to
with the
descend.
zombie.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright,
Success.
you're at the bottom of the rope then. So I'll just put you there. Swinging above the water, you can see Caradwin below. She's not looking that great. Alright, Caradwin.
Not at all.
Caradwin.
Yeah.
What armor are you wearing?
I am wearing. Where is it?
Breastplate.
Hardened crest.
Hardened cuirass. Alright, so that's not very good for swimming, but thankfully it's better than, male Horbeck or something like that.
Breast and fold.
Yeah, breast and fold, also bad for swimming. It's not what the Olympic swimmers wear. Make a strength check for me, please, to see if you can keep your head above water. You are injured, you are slightly dazed, the water is bubbling away fairly rapidly, you are getting knocked against the rocks, and you are... Is your head above the water? Is it... Did it
What do you
succeed?
get for your strength?
I've got to get over or under?
Equal or under?
Under? No.
Alright,
No. that is
your
not.
head is bubbling away under the water, and you are not being... Yeah, you are struggling to get back up.
I am on Struggle Street.
Alright. Alright, new round. Minerva, you are really in a position where you can't do much at the moment. You're dangling precariously above even more precarious Caradwin.
Caradwin,
I'm actually going
take my
to...
hand. You were like a brother to me.
Yeah, I'm going to climb down past Len onto the little swing and try to grab Caradwin from there. I'm pretty strong. I feel like I can haul her out of the water. She's tiny.
Natural one.
Alright, make another climb check.
That's
20.
better.
Success.
That's fine. She is currently out of reach. Make a strength check for me, Caradwin. One more strength check, see if you can get up above the water this time and see if you can grasp hold of Minerva's hand. Alright. You can do so. Minerva, you can grab Caradwin and you can start hauling her out of the water. She is safe. Alright.
Ish.
The zombie piranhas are going to turn up at some point.
They're like tranquil water, those zombie piranhas.
They do.
Mm,
Jaquan, speaking of zombies, not a piranha, there is one in your face.
oh, let's see what we can do about that.
Not much.
Yep.
Lenza, there is a zombie in
Because she kept
Jaquan's
thinking
face.
Excellent. Look, I can be useful. I'm sure. I'll grab out my little knife and try and stab it.
Alright,
Well, it's a long knife, so it's not by definition not little, but it's also terrible. So can I actually get in range anywhere, or do I have to move into the water?
it's going to be a bit awkward, but you can move just to here.
Yep.
You'll have -2 on the attack roll though, because you're in a really tight position there.
Is that on top of the -1 I already have?
Yes,
Okay.
because you're kind of like squeezing
Yeah,
yourself.
wedged in. Yep. So, it still probably hits.
Nice.
It does.
And you get +2 damage, because it's a slashing weapon.
Yep. and
Kill
these
that
are-
zombie.
These are unarmored.
What damage is D6, isn't it? Yeah, for a long knife, yes. Sorry, I don't use this often.
D6
Yep.
-1 for your strength, +2 for unarmored.
Yep. 4 damage. Aha! Stab.
So 3 damage.
Yep.
Because you got -1 strength.
Yep, sorry, I forgot about that.
That's all right. But you slash it. All right.
Yay! Ah, you hit it with up the.
What?
You broke up.
He's
with
trying
that.
to work out how to attack. He's learning from you.
He's evolving.
It's not even his final form.
I am going to ask the zombie if it's Sarah Connor.
No, it is not. But it is going to attack one of you. In fact, it's going to just continue attacking you because it's mindless.
Indeed.
That's not the right dice I was rolling. This is the one I need to roll.
No, I'm happy with that roll. Bring that roll back.
It strikes armor class of 6.
Haha, I'm a 5.
You are a 5. Alright, new round is... Caradwin, you are now, thankfully because of Minerva, above water. Minerva, make a strength check though. Make sure you can hold on to Caradwin because she is being pulled away from you by the current.
Oh, right. Sure.
And Caradwin, you can make a strength check to hold on to Minerva.
Oh, I failed. I failed my strength check.
We both failed.
Right.
I failed by 2. No!
Caradwin, you take a point of damage as you get battered against some rocks.
Oh, Caradwin!
Is there any green bar left?
Alright. Back to the intrepid zombie fighters. Are you trying to descend Hypatia, or are you going to do anything?
After seeing Caradwin's attempt, everyone else is just going to go, no, she's going to stay up here, it's all fine.
Well, I don't want to miss out on the action. I'm assuming no one else is on the line at this point.
No, Sean can hold the rope for you and help
Alright.
steady it.
I shall attempt to descend.
Alright, saying that Minerva is still on the rope, but that's alright, it should be able to support the two of you. Lenza, go for it. Make your attack roll. See if you can finally, put paid to this.
Let's see if I can do it again.
Nope.
You can, if you want, move further to get you. If you go to the north of the...
Yeah, like here?
zombie. Yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that to not have the horrible -2.
Yep, that will remove that penalty.
Just a -1 now. Yay. Cool. 12. That hits armor class of 7.
That hits.
Woo.
Are you
And that's-
playing around with the...
Was
macros?
trying to.
3 damage. Another 3 damage.
Alright, it's still going. But you're cutting it down. Alright, Den.
So if roll higher than a 2, that'd be great.
Then we'll play around with the macros later. Then we'll go back to playing around with macros now.
God damn it.
Alright.
Do I have to do all the work?
Hey, most of my D20 rolls tonight could have been done on a D6.
Make a dex check for me, Hypatia.
Sure. That's a 2d6 one.
1d20 equal or under your dex.
Cool.
What is your dex? Out of interest.
10. No.
What did you fail your dex by?
3.
Okay, you do not fall. You hold onto the rope and do not fall.
Woohoo!
Alright. Descending ropes over a precarious river with duress of combat below seems to be not your group's forte. Alright, the zombie is going to swing, continuing to go at its nemesis, Jaquan.
Who needs zombies when you can get killed by the water?
I think it was more the fall than anything else, but sure.
Well, the water's what will kill him in the end.
Yes. Water is what will kill everyone in the end.
The water gets the XP. The river will go up a level. All right.
It already claimed Nodgrim, so...
Yep, new round. Granted, when Nodgrim fell down here, he had 4 hit points left.
Yep, so...
Alright, Minerva, do you wish to try and swing out over the thing? Hypatia is saying to descend the rope.
Yes, I would like to try and land over here, if possible.
Go for it. Make a dex check. See how well you go. It's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Hey,
like
nice.
a boss.
Like
Too
a boss.
easy.
Put yourself over there.
Even Mark would have succeeded a charisma check with that roll. I would have succeeded on a wisdom check. My god.
Alright.
I would succeed in a con check.
We're in.
Yeah, but Mark had a charisma of 3.
Yeah.
True. Is the most impressive.
Alright.
Alright, we'll see if we can finish off this zombie.
Hopefully.
Jaquan, you can go first this time, and then Lenza.
I'll try and finish off the water.
Dennbok has sorted it out.
Yeah, let's not go that far.
Alright, it had 2 hit points left. The 12 damage is more than adequate.
Did you hit it?
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't actually. You rolled a 7. I looked at the bottom number.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I was going to say, how did you hit with
Now-
a 7?
That's awesome.
Is that verse AC, or am I able to put verse Thaco?
I think the AC is almost just a whatchamacallit, a label.
Yeah.
Yep.
But is there a calculate Thaco in so that it'll...
No, there's not, but we can probably work something out maybe.
Okay.
Alright, but if you should hopefully be able to work it out. If you could put your Thaco into it, and then you can work it out pretty easily afterwards. Okay, so Lenza, see if you can finish it off. Yeah, I was just so chuffed that he managed to sort out.
Apparently I
Okay.
can.
Yep,
Yep.
you do. I was so chuffed that Den sorted it out. I just assumed he hit,
Well, you know, we can rule that if you want.
but no, we don't. All right.
So what happened? What happened is Jaquan got down here, managed to kill one of them, and spent about however many long flailing against one. They just couldn't get the hit. Lenza drops off the rope, lights the torch, and then stabs it 3 times in quick succession.
I'm just saying, who here has tried fighting a zombie dark with a broken coccyx before? Let them cast the first magic missile.
Look, give us some. Look, if we want to send Keldrin over to the other bank, they can deal with the other zombie.
Okay. Let's not forget though, Hypatia, you are on the rope. Are you still trying to descend?
Yep.
All right, dex check.
Alright.
Drum roll.
Yes!
Like a super boss. Keradwin, strength check to see if you can get your head up above water.
It's not good. Oh, what the hell? Oh, yes!
Alright, you are not taking any damage. You can get your head above water and you can hold on to the rock. Alright, you're good.
Well done. Congratulations.
Survivor!
Not this time, water.
I win again.
Alright,
Cool.
from this point on we can drop out of the combat.
Because that zombie isn't doing much.
No, it's on the other side of the bank. It's just going.
Cool. Can we help hold the rope in place when people come down?
You can now, yes.
I love that we didn't drop out of combat until I beat the water.
It was a dangerous opponent.
Coincidence?
Well, because if we didn't, we were going to go round by round until you died or you managed to, not die. Now that
Get rescued.
Now that you have managed to get yourself above water and grab hold of a rock, you can just stay there until someone can help you.
Alright. I think we can get him out.
Ah,
You gotta put hashtag,
so
yo.
you do have to hashtag still to summon it?
Yeah, you use hashtag, but it should. So if under your macros, if you tick the box that says in bar, when you put the hashtag up, it'll appear down there, and you can just click on it. So as soon as you type hashtag, it brings them all up.
That up. Yep. And that was a 2 to hit because that's how I roll.
Just in that column, what I did is I put an extra line, which was just what my action was. So if the first thing you have is text, it types that out for you. So mine, well, you can see mine. It's just up above.
Yeah.
It says what I do that way.
You see, I did that as well, right?
Yeah.
But you said
I see.
Wait.
But you're also saying Dennbok.
And the rants are in them.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
see.
No, that's what I say.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can. So Hypatia will say you can get across.
Yay!
Because you can start holding the rope for each other. However, you now need to get Caradwin out.
And Sean.
Sean can stay up above.
That's worked so well for party members.
Well, you need someone to, be up there to make sure the rope doesn't fall down.
I'm willing to try and loop the noose around Caradwin's neck.
In actual
What?
Okay. Into the water.
Alright. We will say
How are we going to try getting Caradwin out?
Just pulling her up.
Okay, well, I will do that.
you get her out. Excuse me.
Great.
Battered, bruised.
That is under my strength.
That's fine, you don't need to.
I wanted the chance of failure. It's how my evening's been going.
That's fine. When you are not under duress and you have all the time in the world, you don't really need to roll.
No, I've got a better example of what was happening with the zombie.
Is it okay if Sean heals Caradwin?
You want to bring Sean down?
Oh, we leaving Sean up there?
Well, I thought you might want to have someone to stay up to make sure the rope doesn't get cut.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
Okay. I mean, he's all by himself. Poor guy.
Alright,
he's got this.
There, we're fine.
He's fine.
Okay.
No, he's not.
He's the only person with a heal.
Nah,
Very well.
you got healing potions down here, I'm sure. Someone has, somewhere.
Oh.
Yep.
Alright. Who wants to lead? Get out the front.
That way.
I mean, I have a torch.
Where's the front?
Does anyone else have a light source? Only Lenza has a light source at the moment.
So let's just slowly.
Caradwin, do you mind lighting a torch?
Pardon?
Do you mind carrying a torch, Caradwin? Because don't you have a free hand? Yeah, light up a torch.
Are you lighting up a torch, Caradwin?
Yep. I'll light one.
Alright. The ground here is very unstable. When I say unstable, there's lots of loose rocks.
What should I get healed for again? Was it?
You do
No,
We're not
I
healing
couldn't
you.
because Sean's still up top.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, should we actually examine these corpses first?
To see if they're fresh.
Yeah. Like the corpses we're looking for.
They do not appear to be fresh, no.
Alright.
Quick, ask difficult questions while he's tired.
Okay. Sure.
No, you're tired.
Know your face?
Were they both dwarfs, though? The two corpses?
Your mama's
they were.
tired.
They look to be rather old, leathery, desiccated corpses.
I mean, we could have Sean haul them up the rope while we're here, if we wanted to.
You can, if you want, you can do that.
Do we want to?
Sure, why not?
Okay, sure. We'll give him a couple of zombicles.
I mean, I guess if the dwarves are technically.
Yeah.
I mean, in the meantime, I don't know what is up here.
That looks to be loose dirt and mud and debris.
Does it look like something could have got out or come in that way?
Possibly a while ago. the whatever has caused it to slide down and kind of ooze out looks to be some time ago. When I say some time ago, days, weeks, it's hard to tell. You're not really that good when it comes to rocks and mud.
Yeah.
But
It's
it,
like we're not
No
dwarf.
pressure, Grail.
Might have been one of those weird things we saw otherwise, or that we
I'm gonna
fought
be-
anyway.
A bit disappointed if there's not a special token for Zombie Nodgrim.
Stay reasonably close to us, Garridwin. We don't want to lose you.
Craig still hasn't learned how to operate his token. 26 sessions
Sure.
in.
I guess we'll head along to the right then and see if there's anything
Mhm.
else of note down here.
Right,
Yep.
so what are you actually doing as you move through here? Are you just checking things out?
Looking around generally, and also seeing if we can see Nogrim's body anywhere, because that's kind of important.
Or
Alright,
anyone
so
else's.
I'll just chuck this there then.
Oh,
Below the surface, well below the surface, you see a body wedged against some rocks.
Alright.
does it look like he suffered? Please
Yes.
regale us for 15 minutes. How bad it was.
He didn't suffer long, no. He suffered greater when he was travelling with a bunch of misfits.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair. It would have
obviously.
been a quick death.
The fall and the splat at the end was sweet, sweet release.
Alright.
Alright.
I don't believe they're traveling with these people!
Alright, let's collect him then.
Right. It will be a bit of an arduous process, but the water is not particularly rough there. It's just deep, it's cold, it's kind of dark and
I
that.
can
But you
stand
can,
on
but you can get him out.
bracing people.
Yeah, it's not going to be something you need to roll. Just be a time-consuming process, but you can retrieve him. The flesh has started to slew off the bones, and looks like he's been under the water for a considerable amount of time now, almost 3 weeks.
Delicate question. So we're not going to be able to hand him in Elven Body's bounty?
No.
No,
Hey,
we're already getting.
you can double
Almost
dip,
away.
double dip.
I followed the body
Nodgrim
around
would have
and
been
helped with the
horrified
bodies, I
and
guess, and hit things.
So, another question: does he still have all his stuff with him?
I was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed Alan did a task first. Have we found Nodgrim's armor? Have we found Nodgrim's weapons?
His axe is missing. You can't see his axe.
No! It's like you were always going to take that away from us.
Well, that was, a loose item which is long gone. It might be somewhere in the river. It's a bit murky right down the bottom.
Wait.
Muddy. What?
This is your opportunity, Julian, to decide which matters more to you. Not letting us have the axe, or having the axe the thing that was embedded in his chest or head when he hit the water that gave him the fatal blow.
So
Sure.
the axe is not there.
Oh, I'm surprised.
No, the axe is not there. He does have his mail shirt. He does have a holy symbol around his neck. He does have his cloak, his trousers, his shirt. He has a scimitar on his side. He has a backpack, but it's mostly been torn to shreds. His clothes have been torn to shreds. The backpack contents are mostly missing. There's a few what look to be remnants of now very waterlogged and ruined trail rations. But, pretty much the only thing that you're going to be able to get from him that's going to be of any use is the mail shirt, even though it is now reasonably rusty, and the holy symbol, which is just a wooden one.
Oh, are you sure it doesn't look exactly like the image that I just posted to Discord?
No, not quite. The blood kind of got washed off.
Aww.
He has been lying at the bottom of this bit, wedged up against rocks in a bit of mud and kind of loose clayey bottom to the river. Small little creatures scurry around as you dig him out of the water.
Zombie piranhas.
Yeah, more like bugs and lice and stuff like that, which was
Not bugs again.
feasting on his soft slewing flesh. That kind of parts of it kind of just rip off the bone as you pull him out. His skin is very pale, and what is left there, he's a horrible mess. You wouldn't recognise this as Nodgrim except for the fact that you can identify him by his clothes and armour.
Yep. Anyway, it has been a while, unfortunately.
Yep, it's been quite some time.
All right, let's get him out of there then.
All right.
So there are goblins around here. Did we want to actually bury Nodgrim's remains in a goblin-infested area so he can be with his original party in death, as he was not in life?
I feel like probably bringing him back to the dwarves upstairs is probably a more appropriate. Also,
Yeah.
what the hell do we have to bury anything right here?
Alright, as you were talking about this, Nodgrim's head lolls over to the side and he starts slowly moving. Starts trying to raise up.
Also, just so we don't taint our memories of our friend, we should name this guy Sogrim instead. Because he's very moist and waterlogged.
Cool. He is slowly starting to rise up onto his haunches.
Stab him with a knife.
I wish Sean was down here, because he would have liked to have gone by being turned. I will attempt to attack him.
Alright, you can all brutally murder Nodgrim.
Are we sure? Are we sure he's rising as a zombie?
Oh yeah.
Not anymore, he's not.
I mean, he's a rotting corpse in his flesh was sloughing off.
Yep.
Also, he'd been underwater for 3 weeks.
While we're doing this, can I shoot this guy with some arrows just to get rid of him?
Sure.
All right, that's right. Yeah, I can help with that too.
Yep, you can put a few arrows into him.
Are you going across to retrieve the arrows?
I mean, we'll probably explore what's down there anyway. So yes, at some point.
We'll have to work out how to get across. I, for one, look forward to the jump to rocks here and then across.
Alright, that's one arrow that whacked him.
So you're
Do you want to shoot him then, sir?
There.
You can
sure.
You can just kill him and just... It's up to you, see how many arrows you waste.
Yep, fair enough.
Or fire.
Plus, I get a plus. I haven't done this in ages. It's a +1 because we're in close range, right?
Correct.
And I get a +2 for my dex anyway, so +3.
It
That-
is dead.
Yeah, that's long dead. Cool. Can we retrieve both those arrows that we shot?
If you can get across there, yes.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Alright.
Well, we can keep seeing what's down here. Maybe it never loops around, because that would be ridiculous. Okay.
Who's carrying Nodgrim's chainmail shirt?
Oh, aren't we going to have the whole thing, taken up with the
Yeah,
rope?
we will.
Okay.
With the whole thing taken up.
I mean, personally, I'd love his chainmail shirt. That'd be great, guys, but, whatever.
Would it even fit you?
Probably not.
No.
But it's a male. It's a male shirt. You can resize it. It's male.
Yeah. Yeah, unclip rings, reclip rings.
Is the water any shallower or less rapid here?
So it is reasonably slower there, but it's still moving. It's not slow. It's just not super fast, but it is still deep and moving at a decent pace. It's not rapid though.
It's Perrin.
He's not that deep, man. Not that deep.
It looks like from where you are, it looks like it open or it goes into a wall there and goes underneath the rock.
Getting Hypatia to check with her 10-foot pole that she carries with her at all times. Roughly how deep is it?
When you got Nodgrim out where he was, and if you have a look here, it looks similar, about 10 to 12 feet deep.
That's horrifyingly impressive. And I don't want to know what your search terms were.
Hashtag deep.
Wow.
All right. I mean, rope would be really good here. I'm just sort of worried that Caradwin will get washed away.
Probably Caradwin shouldn't attempt to
Oh, not the only one.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, do you want me to try first?
Yeah. Would it be easier if we just stripped off all our like armor and stuff and just went across with like a knife, a long knife?
You could try that.
I mean, that'd probably be safest.
You probably don't want to get washed underneath the rock in case it doesn't open up for some time.
Yeah. I was thinking, like back here might be safest. Like across here. Just so we've got like some things that we can grab onto before getting washed away. Where is this where it's slowest though? It is, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Past the rock.
Oh, past the rock. Okay. I'd feel so much safer with a rope. How weird.
Also, the fact is, we've still got currently lit torches too, which may not work. Is it deep enough that we could submerge ourselves completely if we tried to walk along the bottom, or is it?
Was it, sorry?
Is it how deep is it? Like, if we walked on the bottom, would the water be over our
As
heads?
I mentioned
Or
before, 10 to 12 feet deep.
cool. So yes.
Yeah. I mean, your point's well made though. Walking across the bottom's not a bad idea. It's not very far. Walking across the bottom of a swimming pool's not a bad plan. If it's not like, I mean, it's moving fast enough that there can't be like tons of silt at the bottom. That might be the best move. We hold on to a large rock, walk across the bottom.
The bottom was clay and soft clay, because when you pulled, as I mentioned before, at least where Nodgrim was, you pulled him out, he was, covered in a bit of clay and there was a bit of loose stuff on him.
Yeah.
I assume that doing a swimming check would be strength, right?
Yes.
Yep. Cool.
If
So
you're-
someone other than me.
If you're not,
Alright.
if you're not encumbered or not wearing any armor and you're not under duress, you'd probably be able to swim across there without a strength check. It would just
Yeah. I might do it because I've got the highest dex and strength combined.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm strong enough and hardy enough.
Yeah, that's true too.
If there's no duress and you're not wearing any armor and you're only carrying something small and you
Yeah.
strip off most of your gear, then you don't need to make a check. It's just
Cool.
you can
Go
just
for
move
it.
across.
Yeah.
Now the issue is, do you want me to throw this torch across, or?
No, just keep the light source so we can see. Like just stay close enough.
You'll need more
Sean,
to go down.
angle the lantern.
Yeah, I'll join you. Just with
Sean,
my long
angle
knife.
the lantern.
Yeah, cool. So if we keep, we'll stay on this side. Then if you two want to explore that way,
Minerva.
then any of you have a torch.
Isn't I could have a torch, but it will be soaking wet by the time we get across here.
Yeah,
so-
you can throw us a torch if you want.
Hypatia could easily throw a torch across there.
I
Yep.
will do that.
And
I'm
Minerva.
little short.
so, you finally got what you wanted. You and I stripped down to our under armor here on a deserted island.
we're literally. How far away are we?
Alright, so you want
30 feet away.
You wanted to light
within bow range, I'm glad.
you wanted to light a torch over there after Hypatia with her 18 strength flung it across,
Yes.
did you?
Yep.
Alright. I put it on Jaquan. Doesn't really matter.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, why don't you explore, see what's around? Nothing, probably, but that's alright.
You are half elf.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the dirt's disturbed over here or anything, does it?
No.
Then we're good.
Use your elven eyes.
See what's around the other corner, I guess.
Yeah.
Elven eyes are
Oh,
watching
that looks
you.
like a wall or a ledge or something
Uh-oh.
there. Yeah.
That does look like something.
How high is that?
What
Right.
is this?
That looks to be a large hole.
Don't
I
step
am
in the
looking-
hole.
I thought it was vertical.
Nope.
Not vertical.
No,
Down.
it's down. It looks like to be some kind of large wound in the ground. The ground around it it almost looks like it has been ripped up and out, and it's kind of spilled over, forming a rim of dark grey crusty clay, which seems to crumble as you approach it.
How deep does this hole look to be?
You cannot see the bottom when you glance down it with the light source.
I would like to vote Grail's Photoshop skills for MVP for doing that on the map.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not crossing that without the planks, so
No.
nope.
No.
There's no way to get around from like here or here. It's just walls again.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, do you want to fling the torch over there and see if it goes any further? Or do we want to hang on to this torch? It's just a torch.
I'd go for it. See if we can see anything else. Might as
Yeah,
well see if
fling,
there's anything
fling it
worthwhile.
like down here.
Yep.
Alright.
Try and aim so it doesn't go out instantly, but they're not designed. They're designed to do that. You'll be in the darkness, but hey, we got two. You can see the sources.
Yeah,
light
you can
across the
throw them
river.
on top of houses, so you know. Fling it out.
Alright, hang on a second.
Ah, the chest of infinite coins. it just went out.
It's a block with a question mark over the top of it. Uh-oh. Oh, what's this look like?
That's
Don't-
the it looks like a wall.
Don't tell the other guys about that thing, Minerva, okay?
It's like
We're
a
never gonna
weird
mention-
looking wall, though. Is it?
Yeah, is that block 2, or is it just not facing that way?
It just looks to be, part of the
Wait.
wall.
The lighting's still dynamic, so they can't see what we're seeing, right, Grail?
Correct?
Yeah. Yeah, Minerva, we're just not going to tell them about that thing.
Okay.
The one here. Okay?
Okay. Sure.
That's just between us.
Feel like they can
So
probably see that.
there's nothing on the other side, is there?
No.
That's right. There's certainly
Um,
zombie Nodgrim babies.
Can we float this body back across to those guys on the other side, as in corpse throw it? You know, he grabs the legs, I'll grab the arms, we'll do the old heave ho. Phew!
Is that one also a dwarven one?
But we assume.
Oh, is it a dwarven one?
Yes.
Yep, it's a dwarven zombie. Let's send it over.
What's its hairline like?
Receding.
Not Magnus there. Although it could have just been dead long enough.
Could have.
Also,
Many of its hair follicles have, decided enough's enough and have given up the ghost. Alright.
Aw.
Cool. Let's leave then and extract as much as we can.
Alright.
Yeah, if we got 3 corpses. That seems legit.
Sure.
Plus Nogrim.
Are you trying to
Corpses.
return to above?
To the surface? Yes. God, yes.
Right, you can manage to do so without too much
Where's
danger
Sean?
With all the
Sean?
corpses.
with the corpses.
Excellent.
You can even take your time to go out and pile them up on the wagon if you want.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Were these dwarven miners, or just... Do we know?
Don't know. They're not wearing any
No,
gear
they
in
look
particular.
like they're adults.
Now, did so no didn't have much left on him apart from his just armor and stuff, did he?
Yes.
My concern
Yeah.
is that if they were iron miners, they might have higher levels of iron in their body, and one of the rust monsters that pulls our carts might eat them.
As soon as Sean sees Caradwin, he heals her.
Go for it.
Yeah, fair.
Does he use lay on hand?
Yes. Yes, that's what he uses.
Ugh.
Heal light wounds.
Cool. So I guess we head north then. There wasn't anything else down that hole, was there?
But we didn't
Like we
want to do a
explored all
15-minute workday.
What,
Craig, are you still awake?
We can kill it.
what was that?
I was just asking if Craig's still awake.
Craig mumbled something. I didn't know what he said.
Oh.
What did you say, Craig?
I just said if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yes.
Nice.
How much? Do
If it doesn't bleed, we can also kill it.
how much do I get healed for?
5?
5.
We're gonna go check out the monster behind the bars then?
You
Beta?
can do that if you want.
And,
Sure.
and the big stone door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Monster
you're
behind
going-
the bars.
You're going to go past the vines.
Yep. Use the disgusting goo.
Stuff.
So let me just modify this. He is no longer there. And he is no longer there.
Well, and didn't we start down here?
Yeah, he's moving us.
There you go.
Grail can continue moving me while I reacquire beverage.
Alright.
Cool. Is this guy still here?
Yeah, but you know what? That... Actually, it'll be easier if I just go dot. Delete.
Yep, no torches are left.
Delete. 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 Alright.
Do I
Lead
not
the
have-
way, Hypatia.
Is my I guess all the torches would have gone out as we climbed up.
Yes, you'll probably need to relight torches. So, who is carrying a light source?
Or someone's with a lantern.
Yep. Sean.
Yep. Cool. And then someone who can carry a torch and still do stuff would probably be another person.
Me again.
Having
Okay.
two people is probably enough.
Sounds good.
Alright.
The way I can long knife and shield. Quick, get to the front groups. Help us out.
Oh, Cribs is AFK.
He is.
He'll be back. And in equal numbers.
That's me moving him. Alright.
Cool. Let's investigate.
Yeah, it looks like there's something still there. Get to the front, Hypatia. Save us.
Alright.
Help us.
Whoa, that's past it, man.
Alright. Angry thing's still there?
It is. And it looks angry still. Just so
It probably hasn't been fed. So
Alright.
just so you remember what it looked like. It was this thing.
the monstrous reptilian thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that as a pet, so I say we shoot it with some arrows.
Oh, don't make a good pet.
Let's all get ready to shoot it, and then shoot it.
It looks like Shaquan is back because he's piffing a javelin.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright. Well,
Alright,
in that case.
You going to put some arrows into this?
Yes, I am.
If it's got an AC 7 or more, I hit it.
Alright, your javelin strikes it and bounces off.
Aw.
It kind of makes a roary, growly kind of and crashes into the bars and they shake. A little bit
Uh-oh.
of debris falls from the ceiling. Its tongue lashes out between the bars, reaching a good 5 feet past it.
Ugh. Sean's going to put down his torch and use his bow.
Alright. Fires.
Is this just a matter of waiting to see how much ammo we waste, or?
You can fire a couple arrows each, so we'll say you can fire 2 arrows each.
Will do. I'll use this as Sean's as well.
Yep. And the arrows strike it and just seem to clatter off its hide, or if they impale into its scaly skin, don't seem to phase it at all. And as it bashes against the bars, the arrows seem to just dislodge and fall to the ground.
Wow.
If I thought this wasn't a ghostly creature, I would think it'd be Lacrima Cape all over again.
So, it either has an AC better than 0, or it's immune to arrows. That's rough.
Or it has so many hit points it doesn't seem like you're doing much.
Or it doesn't care, yeah. Okay.
I'm happy to leave this one.
Yeah.
I'm not happy to leave this one, but very well.
I mean, what do you propose we do? Let it go.
Ride it.
Is this... I'm just going to pick up the land and move forward again. Is there something beyond here?
Move up closer. Doesn't look like
Does that actually look like it's the end of
5
this?
foot away.
It does look like it's kind of in a self-contained little cell.
Don't get too close.
tell.
It can reach there.
Yeah, it lashes out with its tongue as you get close, whipping the air just in front of you.
I think it's self-contained. I don't think we have to worry about it.
When you're that close, you probably get splattered with a little bit of spittle, which does tend to sting and burn the skin and irritate you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It was just tongue back and forth. It was just tongue back and forth.
Cool. Yeah, I think we just have to leave it. Like I'm not fussed with wasting stuff trying to poke through the bars unless someone wants to go up and hit it, give it a good whack through the bars.
Yeah, I don't want to get tongued.
Yeah, I think I will leave that to someone else.
Cool. Shall we move on then?
Very well.
Is it fair leaving this creature to die down here?
Yes.
Pretty much. So, I'm gonna wander over here.
Alright, you're wandering around. It's quite eerily still and quiet otherwise, other than that creature which is making a little bit of a racket, but everything else seems to just be, for the most part, dead down here.
Was the door here?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right here.
It is.
Let's search it for traps.
Is that before or after we save?
It's just saving business.
Quick save.
Alright,
Sean's gonna stay back here.
Good point. I'll be about here. That's good.
So I guess I'm checking the door for traps.
Yes, go. You can do it.
Sure.
You can do
Listen
it.
to it?
Where's my find traps skill? Cool.
alright.
Just-
It is almost impossible to find traps without interacting with it.
Yeah, no, I'll interact with it. If it doesn't look anything obvious that's going to jump out at me, I'll interact with it and see how I go.
Interacting means obviously, touching it, prodding it.
Yep.
That's fine.
But not licking. That's happened before.
I would ask it if I die. If I die, someone could heal me. That'd be great.
Was that
But
time
yes.
we used our last healing thing?
Yes, we did.
Oh, we have.
Yep. Unless we have a potion.
I did think we have a potion.
I use up the potions I've had.
Den's used up the potions I had.
Look dangerous?
Does it look dangerous? You can see the picture. Do you think
Yeah.
it looks dangerous?
I mean,
It has snakes or serpents of some description. They don't look to be snakes. They look to be some kind of serpent beast. It has some kind of weird demonic head. The pillars either side look to be wrapped in some kind of stony thorns.
Bodies?
It's about 10 to 15 feet high, give or take. It is a sizable door height-wise, and it is wide enough for a large creature to stroll through with room.
Yes. A large creature.
So maybe we should search these goblins and make sure they didn't have a key or anything.
Maybe. I'm not sure they will have the key to the ogre's phylactery room.
No, neither do I. But let's check them out anyway.
Sure.
Alright,
So we can even see if they're even still here. Might be also useful.
the goblin bodies are still there.
Ooh,
It's good.
they still have their gear on them
They do.
that we didn't loot. Interesting.
Okay. Means the ratmen are. They're still hanging around. They haven't been this far.
Do we know what type of trophies dwarves normally take when they kill things? Do they take trophies?
They don't take trophies really. You know, they're not the kind of people that would take trophies, but if they are, fighting a war, they might take the head and stick it on a spike in that area.
Well, we might take these 4 heads and put them in a sack. Muck style.
Well, they'll get stinky, but we could probably get bounty on them.
The heads are a couple days old now. They are being, they have been attacked by bugs.
Old.
They're carrion.
That's fine. Sure. Yep. 4 goblin heads. Do you reckon you could get the explosives off any of them, Lenza?
There was one explosive left.
All the times I've done that, it hasn't gone well, so...
Alright, fair enough.
I mean, if I can try, but we haven't actually been able to recover one yet, so...
The only way you learn is by trying.
You've only tried to remove one. The other one goblin threw one, or dropped it at his feet. You tried to remove one and failed. The only other one was up the ladder.
Yeah, give it a go. Give it a crack.
Sure. What am I rolling against this?
It was a find and remove traps, I believe.
Yes.
We got like a +10, I think.
Yes.
I have. So it's just a 50, above 50 then.
Does she get a bonus for having tried it before? Did she learn anything through failure?
Sure, I'll give it +1 on it. So +1.
51%.
51.
You can do it.
That's pretty good.
It has to be larger or less than?
Equal or lower.
Equal or lower. Yeah, cool. So, target number is less than 51.
What's
Let's
the
see.
worst that can happen? By yourself, up the ladder.
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah, you've got an explosive gourd.
I'll add that.
Ho, ho, ho.
Mm-hmm.
Explosive gourd. 1. Awesome. That will be going on my person, not on my backpack. It sounds like a bad idea to have it rumbling around in there.
And then some smartass will pull it off whilst it's on your person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure, but...
Alright, so what are you doing? You were congregating around down the bottom near where that intricate iron door is.
Does someone else with more HP than me want to touch it first? And then I can look for traps.
Yeah, touch it with the 10-foot pole. Wait, do you have the 10-foot pole?
I can... No. Not on me. I can prod it with my...
Glaive?
If you
Glaive.
recall, there was a weapon rack just to the north of you, which did get kind of explodinated a bit, but there were spears on it.
Yeah,
Alright, let's use one
do
of those
that.
spears.
Sure. You get a spear. You have a spear. It's about 6 feet long, 6.5 feet long.
Cool. Everyone else stand back.
Alright, you're going to tap the door, are you?
Yeah, just give it a little bit of a push.
Alright. Tink.
Alright. Now will you check it for traps?
Fine. Lenzo will check the door for traps.
I will check Lenza for traps.
Alright,
We find no traps, nor arms.
Oh,
make your roll.
yep. What's my thing? I have not too bad on this. Traps.
Ooh.
Just not.
Alright. You believe there are no traps.
Awesome. There are no traps, guys.
As
Alright.
you are up there looking at it,
Excellent.
Yep.
the head that is at the apex looks down and the eyes open.
Ah! Run!
Oh, good.
The dead eyes open.
Who are you?
What language is it speaking?
It speaks in a common language that you can understand.
Do I know which one? 'Cause that might be important.
Trade.
That's trade
Common
talk.
trade.
Someone wanting to go through, I guess, is the truthful answer.
You must pay the price.
And what might that price be?
Blood.
Blood price. Ouch.
How does one pay this price?
You must pay the price.
Cool.
Feed the worm kind.
That'd be those.
Are there any blood stains on the door?
No, there are not.
Oh, they're not messy eaters then.
Interesting.
You think you hear a echoing, hollow, rasping laugh.
Cool. Awesome. So, anyone that got any then? It doesn't seem to be actively malicious. It just wants us to be malicious to ourselves, which is probably better.
Well,
Maybe.
So, I guess I could foolishly volunteer myself to pay the blood price if you want to go through.
The thing is, we don't know how to do it or what it is.
Yeah. If there was a blood stain on it, that would make things a lot more obvious. I mean, we've got like a bunch of corpses over here. They probably still have some blood in them. It's not particularly fresh.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem to be an obvious spot to like smear it on or put it on anyway on the door.
Ask the door if it needs to be fresh or yours.
Does the door reply to that?
You must pay to
Yep.
enter.
Cool.
It does
So
not need to be yours.
Excellent. Let's go get. I'll go get. I just bought a flask. I'm going to exsanguinate some blood out of one of these goblins.
I've got.
Tarry
blood.
It is thick, it is viscous, it is very gluggy.
Perfect.
It doesn't really flow. You kind of had to squeeze it out like you're reading it from a kind of
Beautiful. That's the good stuff. That's how you know it's vintage blood. I'll bring that over and I don't know where do you want it, Door?
That's my moment. I feel someone may be asleep.
Craig.
Yeah, That's Craig.
Do we want to just kick him from the chat?
Sure.
Or just mute him.
Can we kick him?
It's just so we don't wake him up.
Yeah. Can you?
There we go. I've muted him. Well, I've muted from me. Does anyone else still hear him?
Yes.
I've reduced his volume to 0%.
I have server muted him. Someone remind me to undo that.
But can you do it the other way around though?
Oh,
right.
so he can't hear us.
That's why. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Yep, cool.
He's
That's why I was wanted to move him in
Ah.
first. So.
You're a nicer person than we are.
It's okay. We go to Kieran and a sleeping body. Lift up the face mask and tickle her tentacles.
Okay. Meanwhile, Minerva is approaching the door with a flask of thick, gooey, old
Goblin blood.
goblin blood. The voice and of the demon face will say to you as you approach, "Do you wish to pay?"
Yes, that is my plan.
All right. Where are you? You're not near the door. You're miles away.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing's happening at the moment.
Okay. Where do you want it?
As you get to there, and after you have said that you are willing to pay, the two serpent creatures will slowly start to move, and then
The ones on the door, or the ones on the side of the door.
on the door, and
Yep.
then they will lash out towards you.
Oh, good.
I try to interpose the blood thing as much as possible. If I can't, then I can't.
They do not seem to be interested in it. They
Oh,
seem to be interested in the fresh blood. Are
Yep,
you
fair.
trying to avoid it or not?
yes, because I doubt I have the hit points to survive this.
Then they need to make attack rolls against you.
You have your shield out?
No.
Alright.
That's a good start.
Jeez.
Alright, they both miss you.
But okay, I guess this isn't acceptable. I'm sorry. Let us rethink this. How big are like the jaws that came at me?
Sizable, your arm would be swallowed by one. They snap closed just near you as you duck out of their way. They only reached a couple of feet out from the door. And then they just go back to the door.
No.
So it seems like maybe the ogre did this every single time he wanted to go through, and because of he probably has a lot more hit points than us, he was able to do it quite fine.
Or he just pushed a goblin in front of him.
Yeah. Goblin.
Or likely.
Nature's key cards.
I go get like an entire goblin corpse and just throw it within 5 feet of the door.
Or how about Jaquan and I throw.
Oh,
for
okay,
5
sure.
Yep.
I mean,
It'll be easier.
sure.
Throw
A little-
Caradwin in front.
Mm,
Craig,
nah.
you don't want to be thrown in front. Say something now.
couldn't hear him if he said anything.
That's the joke.
Yep. Poor guy. I mean, we've got Nogram's corpse. Like, come on. But yeah, can we throw a goblin's corpse in front and see if they'll
Nothing
see
happens.
if they'll fight on that? No.
Yep, they weren't fresh.
I really want to bring a sacrificial donkey in here, but we don't have one because our donkeys are legends.
Yeah.
How many hit points does Minerva have?
I have 12.
I mean, Sean did make some comment about someone killing him. He currently has the most hits.
He does? Surely.
He's
Hypatia
got
has
15. I've got 10.
I got 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hypatia, step up.
It's just a matter of healing.
The jaws are bigger than her arm.
Yep.
Like that seems like a lot of pain. I don't know.
I reckon we try the goblin first and see how that goes, and then if that
Well,
doesn't
we
work,
did.
There's a goblin.
Yeah.
There's a goblin there at the moment.
Yeah.
Can we pay with this goblin that we've thrown in front of you? Door?
It is ignoring the dead goblin.
cool. I think I want
Yeah,
something
that one's
alive.
fresh.
Is any of us particularly quick?
I mean, yes.
Define quick.
So we can deal with two problems with one thing. Someone just has to lead Bitey
Oh, right.
over near the door.
Oh. That's
An awful idea. I completely agree.
Sorry, what did you want us to do?
Lead the
That creature.
the creature over to the door.
No.
Too many things to go wrong.
You guys are.
Oh, if there was some way to hurt him towards the door, I'd absolutely agree, but I don't think our resources extend to that at this time.
For what it's worth, the door is currently completely ignoring you. You might,
Well, I hope
think
so.
you might think it's an inanimate object,
Like a door?
like a door.
Hmm.
Huh. Maybe we're just not close enough. If I move to here, does it say anything?
At the moment, no.
Yep, no. I've gone closer than that. Okay. I mean, there must be a way to get through the door. Maybe we should go back to town and buy some chickens.
I don't think chickens would be enough.
Maybe we should go back to town and buy some pigs.
But lots of chickens.
I don't
All
think
the
pigs would
chickens.
be enough.
Really? Why don't you reckon pigs would be enough? They're pretty much a human.
I don't think a human is enough. Is the issue?
Necessarily.
Well, I
It's
think
not
we need to
necessarily
use
a-
hypatia check.
Yeah, a bag's not, but I think it's probably more fresh
more
stuff.
worthwhile.
So we don't. Pigs not a bad option. I mean, it's bad for the pig, but for us,
Hmm.
So Sean doesn't have any healing stuff left.
No. We could rest.
Sean, it is then.
We could rest for the day up in the top again.
I mean, that might be the way to go. Because even if you do die, hopefully it doesn't just insta kill you. I don't think it would do that, and we can heal you back if our
as
cleric
long as
has
they're losing armor or anything.
Yeah. Were the snakes going for any particular part, or just center mass?
Kind of going for your centre mass. It's a bit hard
Cool.
to tell because Minerva quickly got out of the way.
Yep.
But they did seem to snap pretty loudly and viciously. It was like a cracking sound.
I might be willing to do this, but not without a heal spell.
Yeah.
Or some sort of a magical healing available.
That's fair.
Okay, shall we rest all night?
Do we have anything else do we have anything else we need to do before we rest in this place, or is this the last spot we have to choose?
Well, everything else has been looted. We've got the. I think I went AFK, but it sounds like we got all the corpses we need plus Nogrum.
Well,
Is that correct?
that was we got some dwarf corpses, whether they're the right ones, we have no idea.
But they're relatively fresh compared to the zombies, I take it.
The dwarf corpses, the zombies,
Those corpses were the zombies we fought. That's what we took back.
yeah, they were,
Okay.
and seemed to be quite old.
We haven't found anyone that he asked us to find.
Nope.
Hence why I'm like, let's try and get past this door.
Yep.
Alright. In that case,
Rest for the night.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you can rest for the night. You do
Same
not
place
get
we did last
disturbed. Yep, you do not get disturbed.
Woo!
You can heal
Hey.
back.
I'm almost back to full health.
Hey.
I'll modify Kevin.
Nice.
So,
And then are you going to get bit, Alice?
Yep.
Love it.
Right. Right.
It'll be fun.
Hey.
It's an experience.
That
It's
means
a-
you heal 3 HP.
It does.
You're a strong
Not
healer.
one off full.
Alright. So, Hypatia,
How much longer?
are you sacrificing yourself, are you? I mean,
Yes.
say that.
Yes. I'll make the sacrifice.
So we'll probably have this healer be close. Let's be ready to rush in and help if this goes horribly, horribly wrong.
John's over here.
Right, the door is just there. It's not doing anything at the moment.
Tap on the door. Say hello.
Yeah.
Walk to the door.
Try maybe hold the goblin corpse up in front of you, just to maybe it'll take one of the hits.
Can I see if I can disable the trap? If it is a trap?
You can go and check for traps if you wish.
I'll give it a go while Hypatia's here.
Alright, make a roll.
Nope, there are no traps.
There is a new trap.
Oh, what? I rolled a 98. 89. Excellent.
The trap is the group that you were travelling with.
Legit.
Yes.
Legit.
The Ogre found out. To his doom.
They will get you killed eventually.
Hmm.
Who are you? Says the door. In the same way it did the day before.
Okay, go Alan, you got this.
Sure. We are in.
Just say your name, man.
Or
I
don't.
was going to say we are in.
Or do what you want.
I just said I want to go through.
We are friends with Gerard.
What do you want?
We wish to pass.
You must pay the price.
I will pay the price.
The price is blood. What blood do you offer?
Mine.
And then the two serpents will animate. They will move towards you. Are you letting them latch on?
Yes. Not the face.
I don't want to look like Karen.
They will latch on. There is no pain. They do not seem to actually slash, bite, grab, rip, rend, whatever, but they do grab hold of you in a kind of a way. There's no piercing of the skin, but you do feel weaker. You get a bit more pale, and you lose 2 points of constitution.
Oh, God!
Oh, jeez.
The price is paid. The door slowly starts to swing open. That drops your constitution, I believe, to
5.
5.
I hate you all!
Well, I mean, it was already pretty bad anyway.
Yeah, I mean, look, really, how much worse is it?
That drops your hit points by 1 per level.
Yep.
Damn it.
Shit. So let's not do this again.
This better be worth it!
Let's get it. Let's get in and yeah.
Go to dynamic lighting, and then go to select, grab. Come on, grab that and grab that and come on, let me grab it. Why won't it let me grab it? I'll just delete it.
Oh, yeah, that's worse. That's definitely worse.
Alright, there is a tunnel beyond.
Yes. Let's
Let's
go.
do it.
I hate you all.
So, DMing with charisma.com/2000/10/D&D stats in simple language suggests a constitution of 4 or 5 is bruises very easily and knocked out by a light punch.
So I assume we're going. This leads somewhere else.
Alright, so yes, there is a long, thin corridor that leads for quite some time. We can leave it there if you want, as you start to follow that
Yep.
corridor.
Yep, sounds like a great plan.
Mhm.
How many
Legit.
bodies were there in the sleep?
In the what?
You're breaking up really badly tonight.
No worries.
What were you saying? How many bodies were there in the...
Sleeping bags. And that was a callback to your other game.
Yeah, it was. Many. At the campfire.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, thanks for the game, guys.
Cool.
That was great.
Indeed.
And Henry didn't die, so... And neither did Sean. So, well... I guess we don't know about Henry, but...
Well, Alan didn't die. Or rather, Hypatia
Thanks.
didn't die.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
Yeah.
As it turns out, you were the worst possible choice.
Yep.
But it
Well,
was
the best.
fine.
Don't worry. We'll spend all the gold we've earned trying to get you healed up.
Hopefully it's just
I don't think you can heal Constitution damage, or at least
I was thinking, this is not a good decision, but, you know, what could I do? Thankfully,
I mean,
Laugh.
I kind of did.
what
We
did
have it on video.
how was everyone else's Constitution, and like would it matter if anyone else lost some?
Well-
Everybody it matters.
I'm a
Constantly.
frontline fighter, so yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like probably Lenza could have taken it actually. Like I've got a con of 10, so going to 8 wouldn't be that bad.
Doesn't that give you -1 hit point per level?
Yes.
Depends how much it drops you by.
Yeah.
So with Hypatia, it dropped her into the next bracket down.
I believe I may not have done that.
What would your Constitution drop to?
From 10 to 8.
From 10 to 8 would have dropped you by 1 per.
Okay, so it would have actually got me in the next
Yep.
one.
It would have got everybody unless you were 12 or 15. If you were 12, it would have dropped you to 10, which wouldn't have dropped it. 11 wouldn't have dropped it either, because it would have kept you in the 9 to 12 bracket, and there's the 13 to 15
Okay.
bracket.
Did anyone have that amount out of interest?
No.
I don't
me.
believe so.
Yes? No.
Yeah.
No, Sean has a con of 13.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hypatia. You're the best.
fix me.
It's fine. We'll give you a larger share of the treasure that we got, and then when you die because you're weaker than all of us, we'll just take it back.
That's for you, Al.
There for thinking.
It turns out, maybe you don't.
Cool.
Oh, thank you guys. That was good fun.
Yep.
It was. I look forward to more horror next time.
Cool. All right. Good game.
I'm gonna laugh when it's just a dead end. Nothing there.
Nice.
No,
Caradron's been unmuted.
There'll be another door that, because the door behind you will close.
Just looking from the channel.
I don't want to kick you.
I should just remove it.
Yeah,
Fine. What's he? He's not on mobile data, is he?
Kick rather than ban.
I don't know. There we go.
Okay, I could disconnect him from the chat.
Yep,
Okay, that's
probably
fair.
a good idea.
Funny stuff.
Nice.
All right. Catch you
Right
later.
on.
Everyone.
All right.
Right.
See ya.